gets the troops right to the line, and on the first down throw, goes down the middle, and it's a touchdown for Ryan Rodolunas. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for fish, and this time the pass is on the money. St. John's Prep.
Wow.
This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body. Looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! Got a first down and then some. He's got a burst to the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Derry. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II State Championship game between the Souhegan Sabres and the Trinity Pioneers. Souhegan, under head coach Robin Boquette, seeking back-to-back titles. After capturing the championship a year ago, they went undefeated during the regular season, and the number 47 has been the magic number here so far in this postseason tournament, as the Sabres put up 47 in a quarterfinal win over St. Thomas, 47 more last weekend in the semifinal victory over Pelham. And again, the Sabres hoping to run the table with just one more victory today here at Pinkerton Academy. Trinity is the upstart under head coach Rob Cathcart, the number 2 seed. After an 8-1 regular season, their offense came alive in that quarterfinal win over Hanover, 42-28. Then last week, back and forth against a very good, perennially good Plymouth Bobcat team. 29-27 was the final there as Trinity wins on their home field. So here we go, down to the final two, Souhegan and Trinity on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon here in Derry.
Nick, I think a lot of people were, when you look at the semifinals weekend, you got Souhegan taking on Pelham and you've got Trinity taking on Plymouth. You know, that's what they were looking for when they created Division II. And now, as we talked about every week here, there's 4 other teams that are very much in the winning ways, programs that are developing, getting more competitive. As a result here, the Division II final is really become now something that is really not that it was never sought after, but it's really becoming special. You look at coaches I've seen here that used to coach these teams are both here. A lot of faces that you know out there. This is a tremendous venue to play at. Sun came out just at game time. Souhegan comes in here just on fire. What a program that Rob Boquette has built, as has Rob Cathcart with Trinity. They're always in it. Here they are again. Faced Plymouth 2 times, come up with a big win. If you haven't seen that game, look on NFHS, look on our YouTube channel, either one, and check out that game. That was a lot of fun right down to the wire. But we've got a great one today. I really believe the 2 best teams in Division II are here. They've earned their way here in the true sense of the word. And here we go, Nick. Looking forward to it. And very different styles between these 2 teams.
When we unpack these teams, star power both ways. Ryan Rodolunas, the senior running back / linebacker for Souhegan, has been outstanding. In fact, he's one of the finalists for the Joe Ukeka New Hampshire chapter of the National Football Foundation Player of the Year Award. Basically a top 3 player statewide regardless of division. Rodolunas, nearly 1,500 yards going into the postseason, 17 touchdowns on just 140 carries, also added over 400 receiving yards and 8 more touchdowns. 62 tackles on defense. Not too shabby either. Ron Alunas does it all.
He truly does it all. I watched the game, Nick. I watched 3 quarters of the Pelham game, Nick, last week as we were at Trinity calling that one, and just wanted to check up and just really get a good late look at Souhegan. And they have him, but they also have a strong core of great players. A lot of interactions on the sidelines, a lot of variations in their offensive scheme, but their defense, Nick, is what stuck out to me last week. Wow. They flow to the ball with tremendous speed, and their tactical tackling, the way they tactically tackle is just off the charts. They're very, very fast. To me, that's going to be one of the big items in today is the defense to slow down both of these potent offenses.
And, of course, Ollie Service, the Trinity quarterback, headed to UMass on a baseball scholarship. He's really had some highlight-style plays, particularly in this postseason tournament. Was responsible for 5 touchdowns in that quarterfinal win. And then last week really came alive when his team needed him most in that win over Plymouth.
Yeah, Nick, and you called it one of those plays there. You called him Superman, and I've heard him referred this week to Superman at least 4 or 5 times. I'm sure he'll take that. But that is a good way to describe the way he played last week. And when you need a big play, this is the guy you go to. He has a certain tone about him and a certain presence on the football field that just breeds leadership in quarterback. This guy's an athlete, a multi-sport athlete. He's calm under pressure, but boy, there is a burning fire inside this young man that really shows when it's needed most. I would dare say, without Ollie Service last week, there's no Trinity win at all. Not to say that it wasn't a full team effort, but Ollie is special.
Yeah. All right, the captains are at midfield. Crowd basically settled in here. Looks like the Pioneer fans are on the far side. The Souhegan supporters are here on the near side. Not a cloud really in the sky. The sun is out, and again, the temperature right now in the mid-40s. Referee Paul Page at midfield addressing the captains. Steve, let's get your keys.
Keys to the game are the defense that I saw last week, Nick, for Souhegan has to and has continued to show that they show up every single game, Nick. I think that's a big key. They've got to shut down this potent offense of Trinity. On the other side, same situation. I think defense wins this game because my guess is there's going to be one team that's going to be able to hold the other one to 14 points or less, and the other team is going to have at it. That's just kind of the way things usually go. That's going to be a factor. So defense is at the center. We saw last night, Nick, in our game that we did with Bedford, with Nashua South at Bedford, you have to come out strong. Bedford came out extremely strong. Whoever comes out strong here in this neutral site here is going to be a big factor as well to gain that confidence and poise. So I think the first 2 or 3 possessions for both teams is going to tell us a lot. Gallant effort last night by South. But these 2 teams here, Nick, as I said before, ball security is going to be a big one. And I think the battle between the 2 quarterbacks here of who's able to manage and lead their offense and make the right decisions in a game like this with great defenses is going to be a big key. And it's as much as what you don't want to throw the ball, what you don't want to do, as much as actually taking a chance and doing it.
All right, let's send things down to the field for the national anthem.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today. Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, there's the Souhegan Marching Band, striking up a great rendition of the national anthem. That sets the tone here in Derry. Nick Anastas, Steve Bales with you. On behalf of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. There's Robin Boquette, former player at Souhegan, been on the job for a long time now. Hoping to get another ring for his own trophy case and finish an undefeated season. Trinity on the other side under Rob Cathcart. They embraced that role as the underdog. They did so last week in the win over Plymouth and letting it all ride tonight here, technically as the visitors in their road white uniforms. Coach Cathcart, he won the toss. He elected to defer to the second half, so the Pioneers set to kick off from the 40-yard line. Folks continuing to make their way in, but we're just about at capacity here. Both schools well represented student section-wise this afternoon as well. 45 degrees at game time, and we are underway as kicker Connor Bishop puts this one in the air. It lands at the 25, played off the bounce, and a pretty good return there for Brody Smith, the senior, able to get up to the 35-yard line. So here comes that Souhegan offense. They have been borderline unstoppable and really hot as of late.
Absolutely. And week after week after week, Nick, they just, the numbers that they put up on the board are incredible. But, you know, Trinity has a great defense. They've got excellent linemen. They clearly have what I would say is a small size advantage on the defensive line versus, but I'll tell you, the athleticism and the strength and conditioning on both of these teams are excellent. Souhegan certainly at the center of that.
The quarterback is senior Michael Fiengo, and he's in the pistol here on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here is Ryan Rodalonis. Gets over the 40, Dropped at about the 41-yard line on the opening carry, a left side run that goes for 6 yards.
Yeah, I really like the move on the kickoff, Nick. Didn't get a chance to say earlier there that that they don't kick it to anybody with any kind of a straight run back situation right in the breadbasket, so to speak. So I think both teams would take their position there as far as Trinity and Souhegan on that placement of the ball. So nice run there.
2nd down and 4. Men in motion. They give to him on a sweep. It's Smith, and he's met at the edge, and it's going to be dropped by Ollie Service. Talk a lot about what Service can do on offense. Of course, he's the quarterback. Makes a nice tackle there out of the secondary to bring up 3rd down.
Well, the defense last week against Plymouth, Nick, was really special. They really rose to the occasion. And we talk about so many athletes, talk about Service. What about number 11 there, Mr. Datone? He is a guy that is a edge guy that can just control the line of scrimmage, makes good decision after good decision defensively.
Meanwhile, Souhegan gets right to the line of scrimmage for the 3rd down and 1. And they go back to Rodalunas, hitting the backfield, but he does get the 1st down. Great second effort by the senior, able to lean forward up to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I had a little help there from number 51, Micah Dibble. Nice job blocking up front for him, but you're right, Nick. That second effort, he gave him a little pathway there, but he kind of cleared out the rest of it himself. Nice job. Big 1st down there for Souhegan to get that early. Sabres in the position almost to midfield. Playbook's wide open.
Fresh set of downs at their own 48. 3-man front for Trinity. Opening drive for Souhegan. They go into the flat. Catch made by Judson Harris, just a freshman. Tackled on the far side by Tate Zabuza, able to track him down, but not before the Sabres cross midfield. 4-yard gain and a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, 4-yard gain. Again, it's kind of a Trump situation there between the two of them. Pretty even. If you're Trinity, you're flowing to the ball very well. You're meeting them a little past the line of scrimmage, but they obviously had to drop back in coverage in that situation. Came up beautifully and flowed to the ball. Souhegan just doing the same thing. I think Coach Boquette will take a 2nd and 5 most of the time there. He got the yardage he needs on 1st down.
2nd down and 5. Football at the Pioneer 47. Fiengo fakes the handoff and goes right up the middle for a 1st down.
That's a great fake right there. You take a look at this one in a second. This is what this guy does. If you want to run the ball as a quarterback, look at that. He literally holds it on the hip of the originally apparent. What is there? Oh, fast tempo here. Here we go.
Yeah, they go right to the line of scrimmage again. No huddle after the 15-yard gain. Now Rodalunas on a stretch is spun down by the arm as Alex Garan, the senior, hangs on for dear life to stop Rodalunas at the 28.
That's a special stop right there. That means they're in.
4-yard pickup there.
Yeah, Alex and this Trinity defense is doing their best. They're flowing to the ball well, but the speed, Nick, and the precision of the handoffs of the Sabres right now is outstanding. I'll get back to it as we're waiting here. That decoy and fake handoff, fake handoff, and then keeps it. The whole linebacker core was running with it. He did a great job.
2nd down and 6. Opening drive, over 3 minutes gone by, 1st quarter. Pioneers again with a 3-man front. Sabres attack with the run. Rodalunas may have lost his footing as he approached the 1st down marker. Slips down inside the 25, and let's see about the measurement.
Yeah, well, the tempo in the meantime is working real well for the Sabres. They're getting their hats on blocks, and one thing I will say, Nick, the last 2 or 3 plays, the offensive line of Sabres are taking over the line of scrimmage, and they're getting that V angle for the runners to build up speed and provide them some space to run. Trinity's got to be able to win this line of scrimmage here.
Meanwhile, 3rd down and 2. Sabres 1 for 1 on 3rd down on the drive. They go back to Rodalunas. He breaks the tackle in the backfield, and down inside the 20 he goes. Spun down at about the 16. 8 more yards for the senior, and another 1st down for Souhegan.
Yeah, solid run there. Look at the up front blocking. We're going to get a good picture of it from John's camera here. Coming right through. Look at the lead blocking coming through. It's so difficult to make a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and you got the right blockers and right runner running that play. And boy, Nick, he is impressive, as you said earlier.
Ultimately, it's Connor Bishop who brings him down, but not before another Sabres 1st down. On the march, Rodalunas Nope, it's the quarterback.
Yeah,
and Fiengo, after the fake, he's just shy of the 10-yard line, stopped at the 11.
This is how you teach a fake, folks. Watch how long he keeps it in the basket. Look at him. He rides with it, and then he hides the ball extremely well. The whole time, he's watching his side of the edge there, and he made the right decision keeping it and got some yardage.
The big senior Dylan Gartside, you see there, stretching out those long arms, ultimately able to get to him, limits the yardage to just 4. So 2nd down and 6 coming up here. This drive, meanwhile, eating up over 5 minutes here to begin the game.
Yep, a lot of runs, a lot of clock. Just letting the clock go.
Just one pass so far on the drive.
Yep.
Meanwhile, perhaps a little miscommunication here as
timeout.
Yeah. Sabres taking a while to get the play in.
Yeah.
And ultimately, Coach Boquette is going to use his first timeout here again with 5.5 gone by in the opening quarter.
Yeah, he's not happy about it. He did look back this way. I don't know if he was looking upstairs, if there was a problem at getting the exchange of the play in, Nick, or not. I have no idea, but he did look back this way, and you could tell he was a little upset. He does not want to use these timeouts, with halfway 6 minutes left of 24 minutes to first half play here.
Here's Coach Cathcart on the far sideline. Trinity, the number 2 seed after an 8-1 regular season.
Yep.
Of course, the last few years they've jumped up and down a little bit between Division 3, Division 2. Won a championship not too long ago at the D3 level. And then last week against an equally good Plymouth team. Plymouth 8-1 in the regular season as well. They were the only team to beat Trinity during the regular season.
Yep.
Pioneers get revenge 29-27. Here they are, just one win away from a Division II championship. But defense needs to hunker down here coming out of the timeout. Souhegan knocking on the door, football at the 12-yard line, 2nd down and 6. New running back in the game. That's Jacob Bryan, the junior. He's to the right of Fiengo. Fiengo calls his own number. No, that's Radalunas out of the Wildcat. Takes a direct snap.
Got the first down.
He's up the middle to the 5-yard line, and that should be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's just great job running. I mean, why not? If your offensive line is fired up for run blocking, they've got the tools to do it, and Fuengo is very impressive. Look at that nice inside cut. He reads space very well. He's got great vision, as a quarterback should.
It was Genzel Mateo, senior defensive lineman, who, along with Gartside, brought down Ladalunas.
Been a long, sustained drive here.
Midway through the first quarter already. Out of the pistol. They keep it with Fiengo. There's a flag on the play. Fiengo is in the end zone for a touchdown if it stands.
Looks like, my guess would be that's a motion, either an encroachment or a illegal motion call here. I don't know. Yeah, false start. Yep. So that's a big play right there. If you're Trinity, you're feeling like, you know what? Still in it here.
First penalty,
this drive.
First penalty either way. Referee Paul Page announcing the penalty to the crowd. Just underway here in Derry. Nice day. Sun's been in and out of the clouds here. 45 degrees. Of course, next weekend we have the Division I state championship to look forward to as well.
This is a big play defensively for Trinity, Nick.
So that's the 5-yard penalty. Souhegan still facing a 1st and goal from the 10. They're going to throw. Quick strike, left side catch. It's Smith. Tackled inbounds down near the 5-yard line. Connor Bishop is there on the wrap-up.
Did they get the clock stopper? No, clock's still running. Basically, this drive here on almost going to be 7 minutes here shortly. 30 seconds away. That is a good, sustained running drive so far.
From the pistol. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Radalunas up the middle, hit immediately by Gartside and dropped in the hole shy of the goal line.
When you get in the red zone, you're looking for that offensive surge to create pass allow. They're going to go quick here.
Yep. And they're going to go under center with Fiengo. A quarterback sneak is going to put the Sabres on the board early. Touchdown, Souhegan.
Yep. Unbelievable drive. What a great start off for the Souhegan Sabres. You really got to be impressed to the play sequencing on that. Coach Boquette likes it. And he should, as Fuego just very, very methodically just leads. His fake handoffs, Nick, have been a big part of this drive. Done a great job managing it. Souhegan Sabres doing their thing. We've seen it all year.
Extra point try. Line drive, up and good.
Great drive there by the Sabres.
It took up 7 minutes as the Sabres go 65 yards, most of that on the ground, including the final play of the drive, the 1-yard plunge there for Michael Fuego.
Yeah, he looked fabulous on that drive, Nick.
Fuego 2 for 2. 10 passing yards, 20 rushing on that opening drive.
Yeah, Rodalunas looked phenomenal too, Nick, when he ran the ball. But what I really want to, give credit to here more than any is that offensive line, Nick. The offensive surge that they get off the ball. This is a potent group here, and so is Trinity defensive line. That's saying something when you can win the line of scrimmage against them.
Yeah, you mentioned Rodalunas, unofficially 7 carries, 33 yards on that opening drive.
Nice balanced production on the drive, Nick, between the quarterback and running core. No need to really pass, only did it one time, actually twice, counting the one down the end there, but primarily a clock-eating run drive. Now we're going to see in reverse here. Let's see if Trinity can respond with their offensive line against this very, very fast and swarming Souhegan Sabre defense.
Andrew Healy is the senior kicker. He just knocked down the extra point. Trying for an onside kick here. It's caught by Zabuza near midfield.
Good concentration by Zabuza right there.
Coach Boquette trying to sneak one there, but Coach Cathcart's special teams unit was ready. As we see Zabuza sure-handed there on that short pooch kick.
Yeah, really looking for something like a bounding ground ball there. And I think that's what he was looking to do, and it just kind of lollipopped there, and Medusa was right on it, and he just had great concentration.
So good field position to open up for Trinity. Their first possession comes with inside of 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It's a 3-receiver set. The quarterback is senior Ollie Service. He hands off. Davey DiRepo gets around the corner. And he's down to the 45-yard line before he's first touched. Ends up at the 44. Stop made there for Souhegan by Chase Knuckles. He also had the special team stop a moment ago. Good first down play there for Trinity. They get 8 to set up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, if you looked at the replay there, Nick, you'll see that DiRepo does a great job. You're going to see, if you can slow it down, you're going to see his hand on the hip here. Watch it as he goes through. He's got his hand on the hip of Datone. You can't see it. All right, maybe another one.
2nd down and 2. 4-man front for the Sabres. Man in motion. Service on a design run. Spins in the hole and is stopped shy of the first down stick. Should be 3rd and 1. Meeting him there on the spot for Souhegan was Daniel
I think
Kruczynski.
He has it. I think he's got it. If he's short, it ain't by much. I think he's got it by about a few inches here. We're going to see. I have a funny feeling they're going to measure this one. It's that tight. Looked to me like when Ollie spun down, he got that little extra, and his knees did not hit the ground. It's going to be really close, Nick.
Going to bring out the chain gang. Referee Paul Page hovering over the football.
And it's about an inch short.
Yep. So 3rd and inches. That'll get the Sabre crowd fired up. Made the drive from Amherst. What's that, about 40 minutes or so?
Yeah, it's you can't get there on a straight line. There's a lot of circumnavigation there you've got to do, but I'll tell you, it
didn't stop these fans. They
didn't
are
stop
here.
The
band is here. They are dressed in their team colors as well, black and gold. Yeah. Same spirit on that far side.
How about that Sabre band? What a great job they did.
Same spirit with Trinity on the far side, and you're right. The Souhegan marching band opening things up with the national anthem before the game. Meanwhile, 3rd down and inches coming up. Trinity going to stick with the gun. 4-man front. They're going to throw over the top, and it's incomplete.
Boy, that's a surprising call right there. And if he threw it on the right spot, that was a touchdown.
Service wishes he could get that one back. Would. You saw the reaction from the quarterback.
Yeah,
grabbing his helmet there, looking for Connor Bishop, who had the step.
Yeah.
So 4th down and inches, and Trinity lining up to go for it. Football at the Sabre 41. Just over 4 minutes remaining, first quarter. 7-0 Souhegan. Trinity hoping to keep the drive alive. They put a man in motion. They hand to him. It's DiReppo. He zigzags for the first down. Cut down at about the 37. They needed 1. They get 4 for a first down.
Adds a nice clean out here. You're going to see the left side of the line clean out and control the tacklers on that side. Now watch the left side. Great job getting outside. Good blocks. Nice kick out block there by Zabuza. I don't know about that. Looking for a false start. Did not see that on that play. So that's a good first down for Trinity, moving the ball their own way here.
Aiden Reardon able to get underneath DiReppo on that last tackle. But not before a Pioneer first down. Service again on 1st and 10. Sprints to his right, lowers the shoulder, and meets Radalunas right there on the edge. Big collision at the 32-yard line, a gain of 5.
Both offensive lines doing a great job, Nick, for their respective offenses, and they're getting out there. Everybody's getting involved on both sides here on the blocking scheme. And a nice kick-out block, and looked like number 52 in there as well for Trinity.
Meanwhile, got an officials timeout here just inside of 3 minutes.
How many officials timeouts have we seen between last night?
Too many.
Too many.
This one, though, is an equipment issue, it looks like.
Yeah.
Malith, the junior tight end, is going to head to the far sideline and get looked at here. I believe it's something to do with the right cleat. He may be changing shoes. 2nd down and 5. Play action. Service with time. Now is flushed out to his left. Avoids one man, reverses direction, and is tackled near the line of scrimmage. Well, no one or nowhere really to go there as Sabres came crashing in. Aiden Reardon with the tackle.
Surprised he didn't release it. That's just, who is that there? Is that number 2? Whoever that was that came in. Look, we're going to see right here. This is a great hustle. Look at that. Number 2. What a great effort there to flush out Ollie Service where that's just great individual effort right there.
Number 2, of course, is Radalunas.
Radalunas, what a player.
Mason Mobley in pursuit ended up making the stop. So we've got ourselves a 3rd down and 5. Crowd chanting defense early. First down marker at the 27. Service off the back foot, throws it incomplete.
Pass rush is good here for the Sabres, Nick, there.
Pressure provided by Souhegan. Sean Reardon, the senior.
Watch the work here to get him free, to get in on Ollie. These are very coordinated athletes. I can't really see it right there, but just nobody really there to throw to. Ollie probably should have packed that one in and not thrown that ball, but no harm done on it.
4th down and 5.
Big play here.
And again, 4-down territory here for Trinity. First possession for the Pioneers, already 1 for 1 on 4th down. Play action again. Service over the middle, finds Bishop. He's open for a first down. Taken down at the 15-yard line, tackled by Chase Knuckles, but again, a 4th down conversion keeps things moving for Trinity.
You know, I'm starting to call him who else except Connor Bishop. This guy last week in that Plymouth game was so critical to their win. And look at that nice change of direction there. He and Ollie are clearly on the same page with that pass. And Ollie just fires a strike, and Trinity continues to move the ball down the field as well, using the passing a lot more than the Sabres did, but it worked for him there.
Going to put Ollie under center here as Service takes the snap. Hand off to Malith. He's back in the game. And welcome back, says Sean Reardon. Spins him down in the hole for the tackle as we approach 1 minute to go.
Well, Sean Reardon says, whatever I got to use to get you down. If I'm blocked out away, I'm going to reach around the corner. He got a piece of that jersey, Nick, and he had some running room if he doesn't make that play. What a terrific defense. A lot of good individual defensive efforts here on the Sabres on this drive.
2nd down and 10. Loaded backfield. Toss to Dylan Gartside, his first carry. Trying to get to the edge. He's chopped down around the 10-yard line, tackled inbounds.
Well, one of the things you look for here is you look for getting separation. Look at the separation they get. Look at all the defense is swarming to the ball, and at point of attack, they're getting separation and remaining and holding the ground. for the Swarm to come in and finish the tackle. Good defense there.
Speaking of the Swarm, how about Chase Knuckles?
Yes.
4 tackles.
Yep.
On this drive defensively. This could be the final play if Trinity gets it off. Down to 1 second. And they do snap it. Service. Throws to his left. Catch made by Malith at the 5. Little juke move, but he's not going to be able to shed Smith. Good tackle there. At about the 6-yard line. That is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. A long drive by Souhegan got the Sabres on the board. Trinity knocking on the door. Third down coming up. Or fourth down.
4th and 3.
And 2 when we return. Second quarter next from Derry. You are watching the 2025 NHIAA Division II Football State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, we begin the second quarter with a 4th down. 4th and 3 from the 8.
It's one of those plays in a game you're going to remember.
Trinity trailing on the scoreboard 7-0 against Souhegan here in the state championship game. They hand off. It's DiRepo on a sweep, and he is upended. Tackled at the 4-yard line. That is going to be very close to a first down.
He's signaling first down, so they've got it.
Big hit there by Radalunas.
Boy.
He decleated DiRepo, but again, it looks like Trinity is still in business. 3 for 3, 3 for 3 on 4th down on the current drive.
DiRepo's on fire. He's feeling nothing even after the hit. Watch him. He just gets right up and signals the first down. That's a great hit there. Boy, they got some players we got some players on the field today, Nick, on both sides.
First and goal. DiRepo back in motion. They go service opposite way, and he's wrapped up.
Got half of it.
2, maybe the 3-yard line there. A couple of Sabre defenders in the area, including the senior Alex Sarfty.
Yeah, it's at the 2.5, so we got half of it back right there. As opposed to half.
Right.
I say half. My mother used to correct me on that all the time.
Yeah, football just outside the 2-yard line. First minute in the books here, second quarter. Pioneers hoping to tie the game. Second down and goal. The running back is Dom DeTone. They hand to him, but he is stuffed right away. May have lost yardage there. Again, Sean Reardon putting together a good first half up front for Souhegan. Big tackle, 3rd down and goal.
Don't understand not keeping that near there, Nick. Watch the A gaps. They're just completely filled. They have one in the center. They got both A's filled, and everybody pinches in with a step inside. There was no way there was going to be any room for that run. Got to change it up or hold the ball on the line. Yeah, just
great job by Reardon. Just
tremendous job by Reardon.
Slipped right by the right guard.
You mentioned him a lot today.
Yeah.
Yep.
3rd down and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. Service.
Oh, what a pass.
Left side. He's got DiRepo for the touchdown.
You know why he was open? Because most defensive backs don't believe he can make that throw. Ollie Service, UMass baseball scholarship. This guy knows how to throw the football and knows how to throw things. And let me tell you, he hit a strike, and he did it with no telegraphing. He was looking down. Watch this. You're going to see a quarterback. You're going to see, look at him. Look in the air. Look, then last second, bang. And look at the location of this ball. Look at 2 defenders there. Kind of like what Cody Jackson did last week against BG, Nick. Just great head work and then finishing with a dynamite quick release throw right there. Trinity's on the board.
5-yard touchdown pass,
What a
service
game.
to DeRepo, extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So a lengthy opening drive by Souhegan. Took exactly 7 minutes, 65 yards. Trinity responds
Nice drive.
with a nice drive of their own, just under 7 minutes, 52 yards total. Again, capped off on the 5-yard strike from service to DeRepo, placed it right on that outside shoulder. And DeRepo does the rest. So there are the Trinity fans, the student section, certainly fired up after their team's response.
They are, Nick. What a clean game this is so far. You know, little motion penalty, whatever. But this is all about talent and execution right here. And we're seeing it here. These are two solid football teams. They're coached well. They're committed, and they're technically sound on all aspects. You know, the thing is, you can look at that. This is what great games are from. You look at offensive drives that are long, but then you look at so many great defensive plays that the Sabres had in that drive, but yet Trinity still scores. It just shows you this is a war here. We thought it would be. It's a good matchup today.
Top 2 seeds.
There he is.
In this Division II tournament, we have not seen a road team win yet, or a lower seed. Of course, we're playing on a neutral field today here at Pinkerton Academy.
Surprised they kicked that.
Radalunas from the 15 across the 30. Foot race at the 40. He's at midfield to the Pioneer 40 before he's hit and dropped inside the 35 by Malif. Big time run back by Ryan Radalunas. He's been the man all year for Souhegan. An electric play sets up a short field.
Yeah, and I've been saying all year, you don't kick to the best player on the football field, Nick, to run back in open space. I don't know why they kicked it directly under to him. And I said it as the ball was in the air. You heard me. Why do you do that? I don't understand it. And when you give a player like that the football to run back against your, let's face it, you get a lot of sophomores on the field and things. You don't give them that opportunity. Just my opinion. I've seen it happen so many times. What a run, though, just the same by that great athlete. He is special. What a player.
First down and 10. So Sabres on just their second possession. Going to throw a screen near side for Smith.
Well blocked.
And he dances with Bishop before Bishop drops him at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 9 there to set up second down and 1. Second catch for Smith. Meanwhile, Fiengo. In fact, both quarterbacks have opened up 3 for 3 here in this first half.
They have. That's because they're good. And they know how to manage an offense extremely well. I really like the blocking there, the downfield blocking by the receivers. That kick-out block was outstanding to open up that pass and run.
Fiengo.
Good job by the defense.
On a quarterback keeper. Detone, good penetration. He's there for the wrap-up. Also in the backfield there, Alejandro Foden. Third down and 1. They actually lost an inch, it looked like.
Well, that defensive front of Trinity, Nick, is a good group. And a big part of that is number 11.
Yeah.
Mr. Detone. I just really admired the game he played last week that we did. And now getting a chance to see Souhegan live is really a pleasure.
3-4 look for Trinity on 3rd and 1. And there's Detone.
There he is.
Question is it enough, as it's very close yet again. Radalunas dropped just inside the 23-yard line.
It would appear as though he was a little short, I believe. Yeah.
So Detone with back-to-back tackles. Can Trinity do it again? No hesitation from Coach Boquette. Going to keep the offense on for 4th and 1.
Well, interesting play here. My guess is he's not going to waste a lot of time, and number 2 is going to get it.
Yep. Radalunas is going to have to give him that first down.
Yep.
Good effort up front by Trinity. J.P. Farron at the bottom of the pile there, but Radalunas needed only a couple of inches. They give him a full yard.
Yeah, we're seeing this, Nick. I mean, this is not a cakewalk for the defense. The 90% of this is getting down to the 30-some-odd yard line on the initial kick return. And since then, the defense on the field is like Sabres were. They're not making it easy to score, but both teams here playing their hearts out.
1st and 10 from the Pioneer 22. Fiengo looking left, throwing left towards the end zone. Knocked away, incomplete. What a play is right. Tate Zabuza had the inside position, turns his head, and bats it away with the right
Yeah,
hand.
you always like these guys with great athletic ability, like Gonzalez from the Patriots. They do a lot of measuring. So he throws it. It looks like he double pumps. He's going to throw it looking like he's coming back for it. And nobody faked him out. So he's got the athletic ability, puts the sword back in the sheath. I like that. And he uses his hands. Watch it. Here's a measuring stick while he's looking back. That's just textbook. What a great play by that young man.
2nd down and 10. First incompletion either way in this first half. Fiengo to his right, going to pitch to Ronalunas at the 20, but he's wrapped up and dropped from behind. I think it was guard side. No, the first man on the scene was Garand.
Yeah, and then
finished off by Malith.
Yes.
So 3rd down coming up.
Garand, you're bringing his name up a lot too as well, Nick,
Yep.
and he's playing himself a game. Boy, if you don't enjoy the quality of this football, I don't know what to tell you. This is quality football with both of these football teams.
And we're getting max effort and then some here. For these seniors, win or lose today, it's the end of their careers.
You want to play well.
So you're going to, obviously the phrase is tired at this point, but leave it all out on the field.
Yep.
That is appropriate for the class of 26 here this afternoon.
100%.
3rd down and 8.
You're getting a show here.
Souhegan in a 7-7 tie, the number 1 seed, looking for more points. They go back to the air.
What a catch.
Smith with a leaping grab inside the 10-yard line. Tackled along the sideline at about the 6. That's a heck of a catch by Brody Smith. Survives the contact, and it's a 1st down for Souhegan.
Well, Michael Fiengo understands what football is all about. Number 51, Micah Dibble, did a heck of a job giving him some protection there at the last second, which is what made that play, and he doesn't forget about it. He gives him a pat on his helmet and a slap on the shoulder. That's what leadership's all about.
13 on the completion.
I like a quarterback that appreciates his teammates.
1st and goal from the 6.
Nice
And
stick.
this one, is going to get stood up at about the 5-yard line.
Number 15 again, Nick. You keep calling his name.
Alejandro Foden,
Yes.
his 2nd tackle. Ronalunas, no gain. 2nd and goal coming. We hit the midway point already
That's just a
of
good
this
form
2nd
tackle.
quarter. It's a fast-moving first half here at Pinkerton Academy.
That's just a great form tackle right there. If you're going to take on the best of the best, you better be technically proficient with the best in order to get that man down, because he is everything live that I've been hearing about all year. Watched him on TV and it looks good, but boy, I got to tell you, when you're here seeing it, he's a player.
2nd down and goal from the 5. Ronalunas is going to get the handoff, left side run, big hole and a big touchdown.
Yeah, nice drive.
A 5-yard run for Ryan Ronalunas is going to put Souhegan back on top as the fans from Amherst celebrate here in Derry.
As they should, Nick. That's a nice drive. I think the big play in that drive is that outside pass that we just saw the play before it. You know, it wasn't perfectly thrown, but he had time in the pocket. Very little vision to throw that ball, and just a tremendous extra effort there. I believe that was by number 10, Nick, correct? Brody Smith?
Extra point is good. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
5-yard touchdown run. Ronalunas, who has looked good in this first half, puts Souhegan back out in front here. That drive, 4.5 minutes long. And again, about 65 yards, same distance as the opening drive, capped off there by Ronalunas. And again, some key plays there on that drive, Steve. You mentioned it. Both teams so far in this first half have been good on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah, they've been challenged over and over, and they've got it done, and that's why the score, there's 3 touchdowns with 3 possessions here for that reason, because these defenses are excellent defenses. You can see that. It doesn't, even though you let a score in, it's taken 6-7 minutes to get there. I think the key element with that drive was that catch by Smith down there and kicking to the kick returner directly. The best, arguably one of the best, if not the best player on the football field. That just, you know, when you get field position down on the 30-something yard line, you just feel like you're running down the other side of the mountain. Give Souhegan a lot of credit here, putting 2 nice drives together, and individuals making some big plays when they need them the most.
Yeah. So 14-7. And now Andrew Healy has got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. The sun is back out here. Temperatures have been pretty cordial so far. Got a squib kick. Alejandro Foden off the third bounce, able to field, lower the shoulder, and work his way over the 40 up to the 42.
Yep.
Good return. Stopped there by Jacob Bryan, the junior. And so good starting field position for the Pioneers as they begin things at their own, 43-yard line officially. Had a short field on their opening possession as well, began things at their own 49. So field position has not been a problem. Just the second possession here by Trinity and the fourth overall here. Neither defense has been able to ultimately get a stop. Well, here's a good start for Souhegan as DiRepo is tackled inbounds after just a 1-yard gain. Quick throw and catch, and now Trinity right back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, DiRepo did what he could there. I thought he was going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to muster a couple yards there.
And now they're going to drop Service way back, fires a strike over the middle, is tipped and intercepted by Smith. Over the 40, wrapped up at the 45, and stopped at the 46. Big-time interception by Brody Smith. He's got the game's first takeaway.
Well, let's go back to my keys to the game, Nick. One of the things I said twice was the quarterbacks, their play is going to be a big factor, and I ended it by saying it's the throws you don't make and the things you decide not to do as much as it is the things you decide to do. And there's an example of a key that we had at the beginning coming into play here. Never should have thrown that football. Loads of coverage. Nobody really open. Give Sabres credit for that. That ball should not have been thrown. Ollie'd like to have that back, I'm sure. But give the Sabres credit.
It may have been tipped twice,
It
Steve,
was.
as we get a look at
But
the
look at the
replay.
look at the black jerseys, Nick. I mean, there's nobody there. I don't know what.
Ball just
it is what it is.
Kind of skipped a bit.
It's not an easy position to play.
Meanwhile, Fiengo is going to dial one up on first down, and that one is intercepted
Another
by
one.
Service. A sliding pick down inside the 20, so Service
How does he must feel right now?
helping out his own cause. Threw a pick a moment ago, a play later. He's got an interception, and Trinity has the football yet again at their own 18.
You wonder why this kid's great? Because he makes a mistake and he says, that's on me. Hold on, folks, I'll get it back. I guess nobody in the stadium thought it was going to be that quick. What a defensive play right there. He completely crowded out with his body size. I love big defensive backs that are athletes, and he crowded him out right there, and he never had a chance. He made sure that he had just as much right to that ball, and he got his team back the football. What a player this young man is.
So Service.
No fear of adversity whatsoever. Keeps coming.
Look to his left, look to his right, dip under center here on 1st and 10 against the 4-man front. Man in motion is Garand. Garand now lined up as the tail in the eye. They pitch to him right side on the toss. Crosses the 20, a little bit of room along the sideline. Before he's tripped up, runs into one of the Souhegan assistant coaches.
You know, you can say if there was a $12.95 Datone jersey out there, I don't deny it. I'd be wearing it. This kid is unreal. Watch this kid block on this play. If we can get a slow-mo of this, what this guy does for this Trinity team. Watch number 11 to your right of your screen. Watch that. Boom. Look at that block. He does it over. That doesn't happen. Number 55's making the tackle. This guy is invaluable on an offensive blocking scheme, and he does it all. He can catch it. What a special player this guy is.
The block able to spring Garand for a 9-yard pickup. That opens up the playbook on 2nd and 1. They hand it to DiRepo on a sweep, and he's got the edge and a first down, and then some. Foot race, Davey DiRepo into Souhegan territory along the sideline, inside the 30, down to the 20. Foot race
What
at
an
the
effort.
9, 5, touchdown, Davey DiRepo.
Oh, my gosh, I'm telling you.
Monster run of 73 yards, and Trinity is back within a point at 14-13.
Well, Davey must have been using Google Earth because of the way, the pattern he runs. Look at this. He takes the shortest route to get to that touchdown you possibly could take. He got into open space, he had his blockers up front, and he aced it one after the other, every pattern that he chose. And take a hand, Davey DiRepo, because you are playing with heart today. Wow, what a terrific run that was.
Longest play of the game so far, a 73-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Bishop is up and good with room to spare.
What an honor to call this game so far, Nick. This is just great football by the young men that play this game in the state of New Hampshire.
14
in Division
all
2.
here, and it's been punch, counter punch. First 3 possessions resulted in touchdowns. Souhegan on the board first. Took leads of 7-0 and 14-7. Then the Sabres had a big takeaway just a moment ago. Brady Smith with the interception. Trinity, the next play, gets it right back. And they don't need long to score. A 73-yard run by DeRepo. You see him there.
Yeah,
cut to the outside, cut back inside. Just a gorgeous run.
Yeah, Davey, in that situation, the blocking was there so he could get free and open. But he did 90% of that on his own. And if you ever want to see a guy take the proper vector, he was looking inside the first opportunity he got. I was talking about that last week. At times he struggled with that. Not now. He's just getting better and better as the year goes on, and he's choosing those inside routes, and then he kicks it outside. This kid's found it. Look out.
So now,
great run.
The onus placed on Souhegan to respond here. 4:21 remaining before halftime. Both teams still with all 3 timeouts. And looking ahead a bit, it'll be Trinity who receives the opening kick to begin the second half.
Well, you talk about 2 champions coming to a championship here. The way these guys are playing. Oh, that's
headed out of bounds.
Oh, I don't
or
think
is
so.
it? No, it's
Whoa!
not. It's live inside the 25, and Trinity, I believe, recovers.
Uh-oh.
A flag is going to fly late, but that should be Pioneer football. Well, that ball just stayed in bounds there. Kind of hung along the sideline, and then one of the Sabres makes contact. Loose football, and the Pioneers, I believe, are going to be in business. We hear from referee Paul Page, but hang on. We got a flag here. Illegal procedure. That flag didn't come out until after the recovery.
It said false start. Something. This can't be right. How do you call that at that time? I don't.
Should have been blown dead if that were the case.
Right. I don't.
So again, we're waiting on things here. It looks like, unless they're saying the ball went out of bounds.
Okay.
And therefore, it would be illegal procedure.
That's got to be what it is, Nick. There's no other answer, really. I can't think of what else it could be. Souhegan touched it.
Unless Souhegan touched it first. See, I thought.
Yep. Well, we can't see over there very well. We're going to see a replay.
Doesn't
right
matter
here.
who touches it if it's beyond 10 yards.
Yeah, they're talking it over still, but looks to me like it's going to be Souhegan's ball. I don't see a lot of complaints from the sideline yet, although the explanation just started.
Again, it's not a matter of who touched it. It's a matter of if the ball went out of bounds, and if so, that would make sense. So Souhegan's got the football at the 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and Ronald Lunas is going nowhere.
Wow.
Again, it's Foden leading the charge. Also Mateo, big stop for Trinity. No gain for Souhegan. 2nd down and 10.
Wow, that is an interesting turn of events. I couldn't tell, Nick, if it actually went out of bounds. We can't see over that side of the field, but give the officials credit. They were on it. They saw it went out of bounds. They communicated, and they got the call right. Let's take a look here. I didn't see. It wasn't out of bounds there.
Touched by Souhegan and then punched out of bounds. It looked like by Foden before it was scooped up on the line by Maloof and out of bounds.
Looked to me like he was standing out of bounds, too, when he,
So the Sabres,
good job.
On 2nd down and 10, they're going to run an option. The pitch is taken by Ronald Lunas, and here he comes down the sideline. There's a flag on the play, but if it stands, it's going to be another big touchdown run of 65 yards for Ryan Ronald-Lunas. But hang on, the penalty marker is down back at midfield.
Yeah, Trinity's walking back, pointing towards Souhegan. So I don't know what's going on here. They're running it back. That's coming back, I believe, Nick.
It's a hold against Souhegan.
Boy, you could see that open-ended speed by Ronald-Lunas, Nick. He is an athlete. Good upfield blocking there. I didn't see any holding there, but it looked to me, Nick, like it was further back the flag was thrown.
Yeah. May have been on the backside of the
play.
play.
Could have been on the backside. Yep.
But either way, a penalty is going to wipe a touchdown off the board.
Let's see if we see it here.
It's the 65-yard touchdown erased.
Oh, I think that might be it there on number 4. They looked like number 4 had his jersey. I think we saw it right there, Nick. And it was at the point of attack. So I think that's what he called. Looked like the shirt. He was pulled his shirt down towards the ground.
They say the hold took place at the Sabre.
Well, that's right where he was.
At the Sabre 49-yard line. They back it up to the 39 after the penalty.
That's right where it took place.
2nd down and 6.
Boy, lots of tops and turns here.
2 receivers each side. Ronald is one of them. Quick throw and a receiver screen, not quite on time there, in and out of the fingertips of Brody Smith, and now a 3rd down and 6 facing Souhegan.
Nice job there by Connor Bishop. Watch this athleticism. Every time a screen comes up, it's all about how the guys come up. And there's Connor Bishop right there to flush out the play. Defensive Trinity doing a good job here.
Yeah.
This is a war between two teams. This is a lot of fun.
3rd down. Sabres have been excellent on 3rd down, but a 3rd and 6 here. Fiengo, they're going to run the option again, and big hit by Datone. He prevented the toss. That's going to go for a loss. Tackle made back at the 37, and it's 4th and long for Souhegan.
He's a money player, I'll tell you. I've watched this guy all. Look at the separation that Datone gets. Boy, if you want a poster child of how to get separation on your offensive blocker, look at the separation he gets. Comes right off. What a scrape, what a slide, what speed, what form tackling.
Datone,
what a heart that runs in that guy's chest.
Unofficially, with 3 tackles, and none bigger than that one.
Nope.
To bring up 4th down and 8 here. Meanwhile, Coach Boquette's going to use some game clock here, down to 2:35 and counting.
Yep, I get it.
And I misspoke earlier, said Souhegan had all 3 timeouts. They have just 2 remaining. They're going to use one right here as well.
Yeah, remember he used that one early in the game there.
So the second one comes here to stop the clock with 2:28 to go. 4th down and 8, football at the Souhegan 37. And likely a punt coming up here for the Sabres.
Yeah, that's just coaching at its best on all the little things inside of a game that Coach Boquette handles. He understands that he's going to have to give the ball away on the punt. What does he do? He winds every second. I see it every day in high school football, Nick, where guys will just, okay, let's just kick the ball and run the play. He's looking at every second to his advantage. He's a smart coach, and that's why his players play so hard for him. They believe in him.
Also a very fun person to be around.
Yes,
big personality, as we know. He says what's on his mind. He's got a lot of passion. He wears it on his sleeve. Of course, he's a alum as well, a former player at Souhegan, class of 2004. And he's also developed a bit of an annual tradition. Well, they want to make it annual. A tradition that if Souhegan wins the championship, he takes a plunge into one of the local rivers. November weather or not. Hoping for one more dip in the cold water here after this one. Meanwhile, this ball is picked up by Malith eventually.
Risky. You got great field position. Just let it go.
He wrestles out a couple of yards up to the 36-yard line.
He was trying to sneak a little touchdown run there. But it does come with some risk. You better field that cleanly, and he did. And if you're going to do it. But that actually hit initially a Souhegan player. Looked like it was Alden Reardon. And
basically it's Mason Mobley on the tackle. But
so Trinity with 3 timeouts, 2:15 left.
Yep. Tie game here, 14 all. Pioneers a chance potentially to double dip. They'll get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. Service initially with time, now under pressure, finds Durepo. Durepo is over the 45 before he's buried by Rodalunas at the 47.
I think they'll hold the clock here while they move the sticks. So if they have high tempo, they can get a lot of production out of this 2 minutes and 6 seconds, having in their back pocket 3 timeouts here. Durepo, nice job, good idea to cut inside.
No huddle, 1st and 10, Service guns it in and out of the hands of Durepo, and then a diving interception attempt is made by Brody Smith. 2nd interception today by Smith, the senior, able to pin that one just before hitting the ground. It's the 2nd takeaway for Souhegan.
I don't know, we'll see here. He did it. He did a good job. He cradled it. He had his hands underneath. It was close, but he did everything he was supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah, and he's got the ball up at his chest. Nice job. Boy, this game's got some tips and turns.
Yeah. Second interception thrown by Service.
Service threw that thing 100 miles an hour. If that wasn't his fastball, I don't know what was. And just was too hot to handle there.
You mentioned the fastball. Of course, he's on his way to UMass with a baseball scholarship.
That was kind of my pun.
Fiengo over the top. Rodalunas the catch, but there's Connor Bishop to bury him.
Second time.
Just a yard downfield.
Connor Bishop knows his responsibilities. He's just such an intelligent player. I got a chance to talk to his dad a little bit last week. What a fine guy he is, and he's raised himself a fine son right there.
No huddle again.
This
Two
kid plays
receivers
hard.
each side. 93 seconds in the flat. Rodalunas makes one man miss, but again is stopped near the line of scrimmage. Detone with the stop again. He's up to 4 by my count.
Oh, my gosh. He's got all of that.
3rd down and 10. And now Souhegan going to hit the brakes a little bit here. Clock winding inside of 1:15.
Defense really, really turning the dials up here for Trinity. But watch out for this Sabre offense, Nick. They can explode in a second.
Pioneers hoping to force a 3 and out. Fiengo takes a high snap, 2-step drop, rolls to his right, off the back foot, throws, and he's got a man.
Here you go.
First down, Souhegan. Catch made by Chase Knuckles. He's been the leading tackler on defense. Comes up with a 12-yard gain there.
53 seconds.
It's more like a 16-yard pickup.
Didn't really get a good idea on the foot because they've been pooching or just kind of, short kicking a lot of these kicks. I don't know what he's got in his leg, but I would guess he's got to get down at least to 20.
Got to hurry. Down to 32 seconds. Souhegan just one timeout, and there's movement and a flag.
Yep.
Looks like a false start on the way.
Yeah, that sets it back a little bit. You wonder, you get inside of 25, 30 seconds here without yardage, Nick. In these situations, you just wonder when Coach Boquette packs it in and just lets it go. But I think he's got another play or two here. He's going to give it a whirl, see what he can get. But he's got to be careful with the wrist control as well here, that he doesn't throw something wild that gets, an interception back. You always got to think of those things as a coach. How do I want to go in at halftime, given the clock time and what we've got for down and distance?
Clock moving now. Fiengo on 1st and 15 finds a man. It's Knuckles. Another catch, a broken tackle. And then Foden finishes him off inbounds at the 35-yard line. 12 seconds, and now Coach Boquette will take his final time.
Okay, so let's look at what happens there. And look at it. He throws the ball. First thing his receiver should do here is bolt out of bounds. Instead, he takes an inside route, and he costs the team a timeout. Look at him. He could got to get right outside here. He's going inside. Run outside because the clock is your enemy at this point. For sure. It's only 2 yards away from a first down, but you want to stop the clock. That forces Coach Boquette to use his last timeout. Little things like that make a big difference in a game, Nick.
Back-to-back catches for Chase Knuckles. 2 grabs, 29 yards on the drive. And there's Coach Boquette. One final message here with 12 seconds remaining. Football at the 36.
My guess, he's look down around the 17, 16-yard line for a receiver, Nick, that Fuengo's going to go after, Nick. My guess is that's what he's going to need. Probably going to look at what does he got for time? 12 seconds. I don't know if you can get back in 12 seconds. He's going to have to be something outside.
4 receivers, 2 each side. Just a 2-man front for Trinity. They're going to rush 3. Fiengo to his left, looking to direct traffic, throws off the back foot, and it's out of bounds and incomplete.
Yep.
Caught by Bishop, the defensive back, but out of bounds with inside of 5 seconds.
Good, safe thing to do. If you're going to do it, throw it, towards the sideline. And looks like we're going to go in here, unless something miraculous happens. It looks like we're going to go in here on a dead heat here at 14 all. And wow, what a second half we got coming.
Well, still 1 play to go. We're going to see Fiengo's arm, I have a feeling, here. Maybe one final toss to the end zone. Should be the final play either way of this first half. 3rd down and 2.
Well, let's see if he's got a miracle in the bag here.
Going to empty it out here. 3 receivers, strong side right, 2 short side left. Just a one-man rush. Fiengo throwing down the middle towards the end zone. It is caught by Ronald Lunis, but he's tackled just shy of the end zone. Stopped at the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle made by Connor Bishop after the long completion. But Radalunas is stopped short, and that is how we end the first half.
Nick, they use one pass rusher, which gives a great receiver, a great quarterback, an opportunity to sit there as long as he wants. I mean, maybe drop one more back, but I don't know if you drop every back, because that's what happens when you got a great quarterback and one of the best, probably the best player on the football field running out for a pass. And what a play by Connor Bishop. Boy, that is a jam-packed half of great football right there.
You bet.
Never would have only rushed one guy and put 10 back. It just gives him such an advantage.
14 all at the break. Trinity set to receive the third quarter kick. Coming up in just a moment. Stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, a look back at last night's action statewide, and a preview of the second half, of course, as well. There's live entertainment. Should be, as the Souhegan marching band getting loose to our right. So a lot to get to coming up over the next 15 minutes. Perfect football game so far. Souhegan 14, Trinity 14. Here in the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II Championship right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today. Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Got a tie football game. Souhegan and Trinity tied at 14 here in the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II State Championship game. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Well, what a first half. Undefeated Souhegan looking for back-to-back state championships. They got on the board first, lengthy drive. Michael Fiengo, a 1-yard touchdown. Made it 7-0. Trinity responded with a 7-minute drive of their own. Capped off by Ollie Service to Davey DiRepo, 5-yard touchdown pass, 7-7 early second quarter. And Ryan Rodalunas, who had a big first half, scored on a 5-yard run to put the Sabres back on top midway through that second quarter. Then the big play, Davey DiRepo, 73-yard touchdown run, an electric run that brought the Trinity fans to their feet, tied the game at 14. Both teams made a couple of mistakes in that first half. 2 interceptions thrown by Pioneer quarterback Ollie Service, picked off twice by Brody Smith, both off of a deflection. And, of course, Service had a takeaway on defense himself. So turnover battle favoring Souhegan 2-1. But most important stat, 14-14. Amount of points scored for each team in that first half.
Well, Nick, you got to, let's face it, you got a highlight reel for a couple of games in a half right there. This thing has been so entertaining. I can't say enough on both sides of the field. We were talking before about Trinity, about the progression and stuff. In the last 2 weeks that we've seen this team, they are just playing at the level of a 14-14 tie right now with the Souhegan Sabres, who really, for the most part, have been untouchable all year, almost every quarter they've played. I don't know what to unravel out of this and expect from my expectations the second half. It's almost ramped up in a way where now all of a sudden it's at the grasp of both teams. They're both feeling it. What side of effort, what kind of effort, what kind of output are we going to see in the second half? What have we missed? What have we not seen yet? It's just that kind of a game, and it's just this kind of game you get up and you think about calling every single time. You hope it's going to be like this. It's a joy being here. I'll tell you, these teams are giving it up, and these fans are having a heck of a feast here on what good high school football is all about.
Souhegan 9-0 during the regular season. Tournament wins over St. Thomas and Pelham. And again, champions in 2024. Trinity, after an 8-1 regular season, took care of Hanover in the quarterfinal round, got revenge against Plymouth last weekend. All right, Souhegan set to kick off. Trinity won the coin toss and elected to defer, so this is what Coach Cathcart was hoping for. A new game and his team about to get the football. Passionate crowd on hand here in Derry. It's been back and forth. Fan bases supporting their schools here. And
the sidelines.
Yeah, the Sabres sideline cheering on the kickoff team. This one is a short kick, fielded at the 35, and here comes Service to midfield, still alive inside the 45. And down the sideline to the 42-yard line. So short kick, good return. The result again, Steve, great starting field position for Trinity.
Great starting field position. You kick it to Ollie. I mean, that's one of the guys you probably don't want to kick into, but he was kind of stealthily hidden back there off to the side. And nice return. Trinity will take this. You were talking about DiRepo's return, run there. That is one of the most incredible runs I've seen. It's in the top 5 or 6 all year long, Nick, I've seen. Yeah. What incredible effort. So many great plays here.
That was the longest play either way of the first half, a 73-yard touchdown run by Davey DiRepo. Service going deep, looking for DiRepo, and it's knocked down at the 10-yard line, incomplete. Brody Smith again in on coverage for Souhegan. He had 2 interceptions in that first half, nearly had a third there.
Yeah, I think Ollie didn't get the kind of spiral he wanted on that ball, Nick, because he he knows he had him probably in back of him there, and he wanted that ball to go another 3 or 4 or 5 yards longer. Watch it as it goes up here. It just kind of releases, just doesn't have – he's kind of sliding left when he threw it. So
2nd down and 10. 3 receivers set, DiReppo in motion. Service takes the snap, hands to DiReppo. He goes around the corner, cuts up inside the 40 before he's met and stopped shy of the 35-yard line. In on the tackle again for Souhegan is Alex Sardve, who played well in that first half. We've got now looks like 3rd and 5 here coming up.
Yeah, Davey, if you looked at him in the Plymouth game we did early in the season, Nick, and you look at Davey's running style right now, cutting upfield, looking for the inside edge there, and instead of just trying to take it outside, he's going right into the heart of the defense, and his athleticism is getting him yardage.
3-man front for Souhegan. Sabres looking for a stop on 3rd and 5. Service going to tuck and run, go right up the middle and dive for that first down. He's down inside the 30 before he's tackled by Sean Reardon. Another big play for Ollie Service and a Trinity first down.
Yeah, that's all promulgated by the defense, just really starting to respect this passing game of Trinity, Nick. And what they're doing is they're dropping back a lot of assets into the receiving routes, and that's going to open up. Ollie was smart to just tuck that and run.
Yeah, Service has looked pretty good so far today. Just 3 completions in that first half for 35 yards, the 2 interceptions, but making it up on the ground with that 8-yard run. 1st and 10, fake to DiReppo, Service to his left, hitting the backfield, survives the initial onslaught, but then the pursuit catches up with him. Tackled near the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Sarfty on the stop. It's a 1-yard loss, actually.
Watch the reaction time of Souhegan. The Sabres just run right off. There was nothing really else there to worry about, so they go after it. That's where you see the recovering response time of this defense, how quick they are. And if you're going to try to run, you got to be a little bit more creative than that, like they were in the last play there. They had a good receiver route.
2nd down, 11. 2 minutes gone by, 3rd quarter. DiReppo in motion again. Play action. Service with time, throws, and that's on the money. Contested catch made inside the 35. Great grab by Tate Zabuza. You get about half that yardage there. It looks like 3rd and 6.
That's a small yard marker there. It tells us what yard it is. Wow. I can see it's 3 now, but so 3rd down looks like about 6. Wonder what plays in the bag here that Coach Cathcart's going to put out there. Been good sequencing overall so far. Looked really pretty well called game here on both sides for sure.
First down marker inside the 19-yard line. On 3rd down, Service throws, and there's the catch. DiReppo along the sideline, 1st down. That one fooled a few Sabre fans. Thought it may have been an interception. Instead, it's right on that outside shoulder for another completion.
Yeah, this is all about velocity, great footwork, but watch the velocity. Look at that ball, how quick it comes out, and he just throws it to the perfect spot. I mean, the margin of error, Nick, is about 2 feet one way or the other, and he just nails it right on the spot. But, no wonder this guy's going to UMass. I'd like to see him pitch. I'll bet you he's got 90 miles an hour in his bag already.
Fired a strike on that one for the 1st down, a gain of 13. 1st and 10 from the 11. Service on a run this time is scissored down shy of the 5-yard line.
That's a setup play right there by Coach Cathcart going in. Nice blocking scheme out front for him. But, I thought he was going to go in. But look at the Sabres come across, and somebody makes a nice kind of a rolling tackle right there. Otherwise, he may have gone right down to the 1 or 2 yard line. But
Michael Dibble, the senior, in on the action there for the Sabres. You're right, may have
he's been involved today.
Possibly prevented a touchdown there.
Yeah.
Still a 5-yard gain. And now a 2nd and 5 coming up as the crowd gets loud again. Trinity looking for their first lead of the afternoon. 2nd and 6 from the 7. They fake the toss. And dancing inside the 5 goes the quarterback. Service is down at about the 3-yard line.
Well,
it's like a 3rd and 2 on the way.
You see the trust that Coach Cathcart has in this young man, and for very good reason. He is a money player for sure. and he gets about half the distance. They got 2 downs. What's it, in the 4? I can't tell. Oh, it looks like the 3.
Yeah, football at the 3. The first down stick is just inside the 2.
This would be arguably the first real momentum change on the scoreboard for Trinity if they can sink this thing in here. They have a good kicker. It'd be an interesting call what happens here if they don't get it.
Trinity trailed 7-0 and 14-7. A chance to take their first lead. 3rd down and 1. Handoff. Garand sprints to the end zone for a touchdown. A stretch play, and it's Garand, Alex Garand, the senior, on just his 3rd carry of the afternoon, is in the end zone for a 3-yard score.
Why did this thing go in the end zone, Nick? For one reason, because you've got Ollie's service that they have to honor inside if he keeps it, and he decides not to keep it. He made the right decision, and look at the effort in which, look at the speed that Garand has. Really, really a well-called play. I got to give Coach Cathcart's offensive group there a lot of credit for making that call, and service demands so much respect on the keeper that's what gives everybody's got to pinch in. Touchdown just the same.
Meanwhile, Connor Bishop on for the extra point to try to take a 7-point lead. Bad snap and a block. Loose ball. It's picked up off the bounce and it's blown dead. So the block is going to keep it at 6, a 20-14 Trinity lead.
And we heard the Souhegan Sabre faithful really cheer on that one. They know what that missed extra points mean in games like this, Nick. That was unfortunate error there on the exchange there on the hold by Trinity.
Looked like the snap, not to cut you off, looked like the snap was off a little bit to the left there as we look. A good effort on the hold, but just that extra half second may have made the difference.
But that whole process is an exchange from the ball in place all the way out to the place hold. It all has to work in cohesion with each other, and then the kick has got to be timed right. It's just...
Meanwhile, another look at the touchdown on the jet sweep. Alex Garand. Well, they originally, Steve, had him listed as a linebacker and I believe an offensive lineman. And then as the season progressed, all of a sudden he's getting some carries, getting some backfield work. So they changed his number to a more appropriate running back number.
Yeah, that was a
32.
last-minute change to us that we got here upstairs pre-game, and you can see why.
Meanwhile, the bouncer, Jacob Bryan, is leveled at about the 25.
Datone.
Big hit along the sideline. Dom Datone, a handful of stops, including a big one there on special teams. So Souhegan will begin the drive 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, just inside of 5 minutes gone by here in this 3rd quarter.
The game just has everybody's emptying out everything they have, Nick, and just the attitude and of these players, the way that they played the game here today has just been. Sometimes it just all comes together, and we're getting an opportunity to see 2 or 3 hours of it.
Souhegan trying to figure out an unfamiliar spot here. They trail, and that is not what they're accustomed to doing.
There he is.
And there's Datone again, right on schedule. Throws Radalunas to the ground. Big loss there. Well timed defensively for Trinity. It's a loss of 6. It's also tackle number 6 for Datone.
Yeah, he reads this extremely well. Not only is he great physically and low to the ground in the interior parts of the field, he actually has the kind of speed needed to go up against the number 1 players. And he's on fire right now.
Fiengo, quarterback draw, goes up the middle for some big yardage before Zabuza gets to him. Tackled short of the first down, but still a big gain. And now 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, Coach Cathcart's over there yelling out to the defense. They're going to go quick.
No huddle after the 14-yard pickup. 3rd down and 2. Same play, same result. Fiengo up the middle for a first down. Bishop sweeps up the tackle, but not before the quarterback gets over the 40 to the 41.
Well, they don't like being down, Nick, and you can respond 2 ways. You can, kind of be like a deer in headlights. You can just go right after it, and that's what this team of Sabres are doing.
They're going right after it again. Another quick snap. Radalunas, though, is going to lose a yard. Buried at the 40 as, again, the edge is well protected. Datone and company celebrate.
Coach Cathcart really laying it out to number 15.
That's Foden.
That's Foden about what he wants to see defensively on the field. Looks like he's communicating that right now to the interior line and linebacker crew. So let's see if they change anything up here. But clearly he's upset about some of the defensive strategy that was going on out in the field there.
2nd and 10. 2 backs along with the quarterback. Handoff, Radalunas left side, and he's met by Service at the line of scrimmage.
Great read by Ollie right here.
Able to come up out of the secondary to make his 4th tackle.
You're going to see it on replay. Watch Ollie read the play. He sees who has it. He's right up there. Look at that great positioning, great form tackling. 3rd down and 9, Nick. How many of those have we seen today?
We've seen a lot.
And they come through.
And both offenses, to your point, have been successful more often than not on 3rd down. But this one, challenging. 3rd and 9. 3-man rush, throw over the middle is incomplete.
I can't tell if Connor Bishop got a hand on that or not, Nick.
I think he may have. We'll take a look at the replay. Intended for Brody Smith.
We're going to get a good
incomplete,
look.
Though, in 4th and 9.
Looks like it just went through. I couldn't tell. I thought Connor might. Maybe we'll see it here.
Just out of the grasp of Smith there.
Yeah, it looked like a little carom. Hard to tell. Nevertheless, here we are, 4th down.
And a promising start to the drive. Sputters out. The incompletion will bring up the punt unit.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see a fake punt here. Coach Boquette's not afraid to go for it when he feels it's the time during the game to do it.
DeRepo is back deep, standing inside the 30. It's a high snap for the punter, Smith. He gets it off the right foot. It aims towards the far boundary, bounces inside the 35, rolls inside the 30, and is down at about the 25-yard line. So the Pioneers, they get the 3rd quarter start they were hoping for. A 5-minute drive results in a touchdown. 2 minutes later, they force a punt. Now they have the football and the lead with inside of 5 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. And we mentioned Souhegan, just how dominant they were all season, Steve. Not only did they not lose a game, they didn't win a game by less than 10 points.
Yeah,
all double-digit margins, most of them by 30-plus, including 2 of those here in this tournament.
Yeah, and Division II, no cakewalk right now. Multiple teams that are quality football teams they beat by that margin. It just tells you where Trinity has come to the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, they have not lost since week 3. Trinity has not. Service gets loose. And the quarterback is on the run and will not be caught. That's a 74-yard touchdown run. And we've got ourselves a 2-score game. 26-14 as Ollie Service goes to the house.
We have a really serious injury here to the left leg here. Oh, boy, yeah, they're calling him out. I'm not sure if that is Radalunas or not. Hate to see that. He's in a lot of pain, Nick.
A Sabre down at the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Trinity continuing to celebrate.
Good news there. Good news there.
Coach Boquette coming on the field to check on the injured Souhegan player.
Okay, she's right out there stretching it, Nick. It may just be a cramp, and let's hope and pray that's the case.
Meanwhile,
this young man.
Back to the Service run. He broke through the line of scrimmage, and Steve shot off like a rocket. That's now the longest play either way today.
Superman Nick, right?
Superman is back.
Yeah, he's got a nickname.
Superman 2 here.
Yeah.
After last weekend, similar heroics in the win over Plymouth.
Like DeRepo, that was one of the best plays last week I've seen. This play is right there as well, Nick, that he just ran. He's a special guy, and he's just playing with such tenacity today. It's incredible.
All right, meanwhile, there is still a Sabre down. Still trying to get that number. Coach Boquette coming back to the home sideline here.
Looks like he's looking for some help to help get the But the posture, Nick, seems to be as if it's a cramp. I don't know. They're kind of holding it. I hope that's what it is. But he was really writhing in pain there, Nick. Earlier you could see. And it's clearly the left leg. Let's hope he's okay. And it is not him. That is not number 2. It's another number. Is it 0? I can't tell.
Hard to see with the fold of the jersey. If it's number 0, it's Aiden Reardon, the senior defensive back.
Who's played a good game today.
Yes.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Still waiting on clarification as he limps his way towards the sideline. All this with 4:29 to go in the third quarter and an extra point attempt on the way for Trinity.
My heart goes out to these kids, Nick, when that happens, playing in the game of your life. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Right now, cannot put weight on it for sure.
Yeah, it's that left foot.
Yep.
Meanwhile, 19 unanswered points by Trinity. And they have kept Souhegan off the scoreboard for the last quarter and a half. Meanwhile, Service goes up the middle on a sneak for a 2-point try. Why not, says Coach Cathcart. And that'll make it now 28-14.
Everything is just it's kind of like when a bus or a truck gets going, Nick. It's hard to stop, but sometimes it's that fight and journey uphill that you get to a certain point and you just say, I'm not going back. And Trinity's just playing with that kind of heart right now. Ollie Service is smelling it, Nick. You just see what a great athlete, what a great attitude this guy has about leading a football team. He's just kind of taking things over. I mean, to throw an interception like that and then completely block out the receiver in the end of the second half there of the first half. And just the play ever since there, these runs going into the defense at 100 miles an hour. He's just inspiring everybody else around him. Connor Bishop involved, Datone involved, so many other players. Malith, Foden, Alejandro Foden. What a game he's played. Zabuka.
Meanwhile, this one is headed out of bounds.
Andrew Gorannik, it's so much participation.
Yeah, it's been a team effort. And again, this has been building really week to week. We saw Trinity early in the season. Week number 3 at Plymouth. That one was not going their way. A lopsided win for the Bobcats there. Since then, an undefeated record. And as we mentioned, got revenge last week in the semifinal win over Plymouth. But I think a lot of folks are surprised tuning in right now on what's going on here. Souhegan, the defending champ, undefeated, the top seed, trailing here now by 2 scores, 28-14. Back to work. Fiengo is going nowhere. Hit up the middle. Garand and Genzel Mateo clapping their hands there. And hang on. Now we've got an injured Pioneer on the play.
He's waiting for somebody. It looks to me like he's waiting for somebody to.
Well, we see the big collision. It was actually Foden who came in over the top and not Mateo. So Foden and Garand on the tackle, and I think that's Garand who's still down.
I think you're right.
They're going to look at his left ankle. Meanwhile, update on the Souhegan injury. That was Mason Mobley, the junior linebacker.
He's up.
Injured a moment ago. Mobley is still receiving attention on the sideline, and indeed Garand is now up on his feet and walking off the field under his own power.
That's good to see. We were talking about this Trinity journey, Nick, and that they've gone through. And one of the things I heard, like, well, in Plymouth they were missing players, and they were missing a couple. But that's not the main reason here. This team is completely playing at a different level. Every team has players that they lose and they come back and so on and so forth. But this is amazing here.
Fiengo, another good run up the middle, lowers the shoulder to finish the run, and that may have made the difference as he picks up a first down.
Well, let's not count by any stretch. Again, Coach Cathcart is, same type of play where they're letting the middle a little bit open there. I think that's what he's looking for. I think he's looking for someone to kind of spy in the middle.
Again, no huddle on 1st and 10. This time Fiengo hit at the line of scrimmage and is finished off by Mateo and Datone. And look out, here comes the flag. Well, that one just kept going and going and going, and then you see the momentum. Now another flag. Datone may have had something to say to the official.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you, Nick. That was a long, long wait for the whistle there. What are you going to do? I mean, that you wait for the whistle, you got to get him down. That's a tough one right there. But they're going to sort it out and mark it off.
Personal foul against Trinity.
Yep.
Just the second Pioneer penalty today. In fact, we have not seen too many flags in total. 3 against Souhegan, all in that first half, and again, the second one against Trinity right here.
Yep.
With inside of 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And official discussing it with Coach Cathcart exactly what happened, but it just seemed like it was a long time for the whistle, but everybody was moving around. I don't know if it was, that's a lot of yardage right there.
15 on the personal foul. Well, that'll breathe some life into this Sabres crowd. They made the trek from Amherst. Been quiet in this third quarter, but a promising drive developing here with the football at the Pioneer 39. 1st and 10. 2 backs flanking Fiengo, the quarterback. He faces a 4-man rush. He hands off. It's Smith, right side, tiptoes at the 35, and is spun down at the 30, and now another flag is thrown by the back judge.
I don't know what in the world that was. Was it a face mask? I mean, it was a diving tackle. That can happen. Yes.
Yep, you're right on it. Face mask against Trinity.
Let's take a look here. You're going to see those kind of, when they dive like that, it just.
Yeah, it's Malith on the wrap-up.
Clearly a face mask right there. Good call. I saw his head swing around, Nick. So, and usually when a player dives to get something on the body to grab a hold of, sometimes it's the mask they get.
Another 15-yard penalty against Trinity. Back-to-back 15-yarders. All of a sudden, the football is in the red zone at the 15, 1st and 10. Fiengo on the keeper, right side, cuts it up. And his body slammed by Datone at the 10-yard line after a 5-yard gain.
Well, Fiengo working hard here, getting a lot of work, getting the ball, working the ball downfield. You take that with 30 yards of penalties, and it's put together a pretty good drive here for Souhegan.
16 rushing yards on the drive for Fiengo.
Timeout, somebody.
Now a timeout is called by Trinity.
I like the timeout, Nick. If you're ahead, sometimes when things start going a little bit the other way, you got to get your players off the field, have a good talk to them, kind of set them where things are at, kind of get their mindset back in the right place. It also gives a little bit of a rest here for Coach Bauquet's crew here, because it gives Fiengo a rest as well. So both of these coaches will take this timeout.
If you're just joining us, Souhegan, early leads in the first half of 7-0 and 14-7. They scored 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives. But Pioneers got some big plays, a couple of takeaways, tied the game at halftime, and here in the third quarter, they'll have looked good on both sides of the football. Alex Garand gave them the lead on a 3-yard touchdown run, and then Ollie Service once again turned into Superman on a 74-yard touchdown run. This, though, the response for Souhegan, as they're here knocking on the door at the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Fiengo to his left, trips, slips, his feet betray him. Well, I guess a couple of yards. In the, you got 1 yard there. My bad. Yep. 3rd down and 4 from the 9-yard line.
Yeah, looked to me, Nick, like he makes a quick cut inside, and everything just kind of gave out. Yeah, he saw the edge was covered. It had containment, and just kind of, this is a big play right here.
3rd and 4 from the 9-yard line. Up the middle, Fiengo still alive, but stopped after being twisted down at the 2-yard line by Datone on Datone's 10th tackle. But Fiengo's got a 1st down, and Souhegan's got a 1st and goal.
Well, we all know why that happened, because you have Radalonis jetting to the right-hand side right there, and as a result of that, you have to honor him, and that kind of gave the opening up the middle for Fiengo to go through. What a well-designed and executed play.
Handoff, Radalonis got the whole left side, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. A 2-yard score, 2nd of the day for the senior, and it's a 1-score football game again with inside of 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3.
Well, an offensive drive, the big turn in that game seemed like Trinity had the defense situation in control there, and then all of a sudden a couple of 15-yard personal fouls, Nick, gets him 30 yards on top of what Souhegan started to muster together. And then ever since then, Nick, they just kind of ran downhill into the end zone.
Yeah.
Big penalty had an impact, I think, psychologically. It's up, and I think it's good, Nick.
Yep, it is good. So it's now 28-21. A quick answer
Did anybody
by
expect them not to?
Souhegan. Just inside of 3 minutes was all it took there to move the football down the field.
Yeah, this game's just going to go. We all know where this is headed. This is going to head for the last 5 minutes of fury, I think, Nick. And it's kind of fitting in a game like this. I certainly didn't expect Souhegan to give up by any stretch.
Well, fighting their way back after 21 unanswered points by the Pioneers. Radulinas cracks the ice. 2-yard score, is second of the afternoon. You see the reaction there from the Souhegan fans. So, the plot thickens as the afternoon draws later here. 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Well, it's all set up. It's all teed up.
The ball is back in Trinity's court, so to speak.
Yeah, this game's all teed up, Nick, right now. You're going to be 1:58 left. You're going to get into the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, as that time clock begins to wind down in great games, the drama just thickens and gets bigger. And that's what we're going to see here, because nobody's given up on these teams. There's no question about it. Both of these teams are both teams to be here in this game right now.
See what happens here on the kick. Souhegan has tried a few different things this afternoon. Healy's going to try a squib right into the front line, and it's recovered below the knee by Bishop, who immediately falls down. He secures possession for Trinity at the 48-yard line.
Wow, that is not an easy task right there to field that on the ground. Watch this, folks. Good kick by the Souhegan kicker. Watch this. He puts it right in the ground, and then pulls it in, cradles it, does all the right things. That's the kind of hands guy you want up front right there for you.
Yeah, Bishop doing a little bit of everything for this team, as we know. Handles the kicking and punting duties. And you see him there on the front line of the return team, flashing the good hands. So first down and 10. Trinity's got a 7-point lead here. They're going to keep it with their quarterback on first down, and Service spins his way over midfield down to the Souhegan 49.
Well, I think it's made very clear Coach Cathcart's going to ride the Ollie Service train here as his anchor runner in this. He protects the ball and then kind of deviate out from that on down and distance situations. He got 3 yards there.
Yeah, John Boscia was waiting for him in the trench. The junior makes his first tackle. Crowd chanting defense. Souhegan part of the crowd anyway. Hoping for a stop here on second down and 7. Pioneers will spread it out. 3 receivers. Durepo in motion. And they're going to hand it to him. The electric receiver looking for the edge. Gets to the 45 and no further, as he's stopped by Sean Reardon. And let's see, what do you get there? About 3, let's call it. Yeah, third and 3, it looks like.
Yep.
Coming up on the Souhegan 45.
Well, you watch Davey here in the replay, Nick. You'll see he hesitated a little bit. He saw his lane, but he hasn't hesitated all day. That's the first time he's done that. But I think it was because he wasn't quite sure where a block was going. He still gets some 4 yards, though.
Final minute, third quarter. And a big third down, 3rd and 3. Durepo again in motion. Service this time. Zigzags. He's hit near the stick. He leans forward, and it's going to be close. Trying to find the 42-yard line.
He got it. Yep.
Andrew Ducharme there on the initial hit, but that second effort, as we get a look.
It looks to me, Nick, like he's well across that line, and they got him behind it. Not a great spot if you're Trinity, where he landed there. Wow.
Chain gang coming out, and this one is about an inch short.
Wow, that was a tough spot right there.
Tough spot for Trinity. Souhegan will take it.
Yes,
4th down and inches. 19 seconds to go, third quarter. And I don't think there's any hesitation here from Coach Cathcart.
Absolutely not.
That's about a chain length in between the nose of the football and the first down marker.
Well, maybe his knee was down to something. I don't know. But looked to me like he fell well across the hash mark of the 42-yard line. But nevertheless, 4th down, you got to make it happen.
I think everybody here expecting a quarterback sneak as Service takes the snap, goes forward, Trinity says first down, the officials are going to confirm that.
Yep. So he gets it. Good effort there. Good surge by the offensive line. Got to give the Sabres credit defensively. That was not an easy set of downs right there.
Right.
Souhegan defense looks like they're back in that mold again where you're not going to get it easy.
That will do it for the third quarter.
Wow.
Souhegan trailing, heading into the fourth for the first time all season. Will their undefeated campaign come to an end? Or does Trinity fail to close the deal? We find out next. The championship on the line, fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today. Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, the first play of the fourth quarter goes Souhegan's way as Aiden Reardon makes a tackle at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second down and 9 for Trinity.
Never want to run backwards, Nick. That's a situation. Ollie just needs to turn that up and grab the 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards that he had, and he kind of circles back looking for the outside perimeter. Just wasn't there due to great performance.
Pioneers with a 28-21 lead. Trinity, the number 2 seed in this tournament, just one loss on the campaign. DiReppo. Ball on the ground, and it's recovered by Zabuza. DiReppo lost it on his way to the turf, but Zabuza's Johnny on the spot with the recovery.
Well, getting a little cooler. Ball gets a little harder, Nick. It starts to feel a little bit like a brick. And Davey turned up field right there, and don't really understand how that came out, but he got kind of twisted around there, and sometimes that happens.
May have been poked out by Lucas Steckback, the junior who made the tackle.
Oh, it's just a heck of a stick there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, 3rd and 6 here, Steve.
Got to believe this, depending on down and distance, this could be 4-down territory here for sure.
Souhegan hoping for a stop. Service on a play action. Looking, tucking, running, cutting. He's at the 30, and he's going to be stopped, I think, about a yard short.
No, first down.
Well, they did say?
Oh, yeah.
They do say first down.
Yeah, it actually was at the 31. There's a line to gain, Nick, so I think that was, it did look, when they had that flag stick, the stick out there, it looked like it was on the 30, and then all of a sudden they straightened it out and it was on the 31.
Right.
So I think that was the discrepancy there, but I think he got it. Yeah, they gave it to him.
Liam Bright with a good effort on the tackle, but again, Service gets it by about a foot and a first down for Trinity.
Game of inches.
Service with a big second half, had the 74-yard touchdown rip. Comes up with a key 3rd down conversion there on a gain of 6.
You wonder here, again, this is just thinking ahead, you wonder what Coach Cathcart's thinking if they're able to, and it's far away, this defense is playing hard, but if they're able to score a touchdown, does he go for 2 or does he go for 1? That's an interesting thought process.
Well, he took the 2-point route on the last touchdown. That may have been in reaction to the blocked extra point on the previous touchdown.
I still think he'll do it.
Trinity.
I still think he'll do it with the running group that he has, because what happens now, if you get a touchdown, you're still 5 points ahead if you miss the 2-point conversion, and if you get it, now you're 2 full touchdowns away. So I don't know. We'll see. We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
But the defense has really stepped up here for Souhegan second half.
2 minutes gone by in this 4th quarter. Of course, points of any kind would make it a 2-possession game.
Yes.
There's that Pioneer faithful. Looking forward to seeing that student section this upcoming winter during basketball season. They're a formidable bunch in the wintertime, and some fearless individuals over there shirtless, bearing the 45-degree weather. Meanwhile, out of the timeout, Trinity goes back to the air. Catch is made by Durepo. Meanwhile, the Souhegan fans are upset about something.
Davies getting up slow here.
Durepo inside the 30 when it's all said and done, and you're right, sucking a little bit of wind here.
Yeah, he got hit in the midsection. I think he's going to take a little longer break here. Get his wind back here. Boy, she has been the EMT or paramedic that's come out to the field there. She's been a busy person today.
Especially in the second half. See the big hit there by Kobe Morin.
Yep.
And I think what got some of these Sabre fans agitated, they thought there was a hold on the play, but no flag thrown. Meanwhile, Durepo continuing to get looked at. What a day for Davey. 2 touchdowns in that first half.
Played well
for Trinity. Helped his team battle to a 14-14 halftime tie. Had that highlight-style 73-yard touchdown run. And he's been the centerpiece of the passing game today as Ollie Service's top target. Good to see him walking off the field under his own power.
Just going to say that, Nick. Yeah, good thing he's going to take a breather there. And he got hit pretty hard there in the midsection. Not a big guy, so it's good to see him walk off. Here we go.
Got ourselves a 2nd down and 7. Deep drop, throw, left side, catch made by Bishop, and he's laid out again by Liam Bright. Well, Bright brought the wood there, got low and delivered the hit, but Bishop makes a positive play for Trinity down to the 22 to set up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, yard short. Good stick there. Was that number 3 that made that stick? Yeah, good job.
Liam Bright.
Yeah, look at Liam come up just like you're supposed to, and
bang.
Right in the midsection. Bang, he hits him and puts him right in place there.
That's Bishop's first catch since halftime. 2 grabs today for 33 yards.
Yeah, not making it easy here for the Pioneers to move the football. They're getting their sticks moved. It's been a lot of work. Souhegan Sabres defense has really impressed me, Nick, the second half.
Meanwhile, the clock is ticking.
Third quarter, yes.
Already 4 minutes or nearly 4 minutes gone by, but clock going to stop here with Trinity's third and final timeout.
Shows you.
So
yeah, shows you what kind of investment that Coach Cathcart's putting into this drive right now. I think he feels this is the time to put ourselves in position, get it done. That's the second timeout he's burned. Third. He's got no timeouts left.
Right.
He's putting it all on the line right here.
They took one defensively back in the third
quarter. I forgot
quarter.
about that one. That's right, too.
And this one, the second one used on this drive.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So everything's all in on this drive to try to get some further separation, 2 scores.
Well, Trinity, it's been a program that's been around for a long time, as we know.
A lot of years.
Competed in the old Class L, then we're in D1 for a while, at one point down to Division III. The program was frankly in trouble.
Absolutely.
About a decade or so ago with the numbers, and Coach Cathcart, a big problem, or a big part of the solution to that problem. He's elevated the numbers, risen the program. They're competitive here in Division II, and right now in the driver's seat potentially for the 2025 championship.
Really watch the inside trenches here. This is where it's won or lost.
3rd down and 1. Service under center. Hands to DiReppo, who's back on the field and healthy. He turns the corner and he tiptoes out of bounds, very close to the first down marker.
I think he got it, Nick. He just made it far enough. I thought he was going to dive forward, but he decided to run out of bounds when he knew he had the line to gain behind him. So Davey, not going to stay out long.
No, I think he missed, one play, which is the bare minimum.
He wants to be out there and help his football team, as he's done already to a great degree today. Been a real standout.
It is indeed a first down, a 2-yard pickup for DiReppo. So the Pioneers continue to milk this clock. 4.5 gone by, fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Back to the shotgun look. The back to the left of Service is the tone. And Coach Cathcart going to use all the game clock he can here. All the play clock, rather. Quarterback keeper dancing to his right. Service buried by the second wave out of bounds. Very close to a late hit. Ron Lunas was there along with Smith. Chase Knuckles giving credit for the stop, his 7th tackle today.
I like the no call here, though, Nick. I mean, these guys are going 100 miles an hour. We saw a couple calls last night where it's just the extension of the play that you can't stop yourself in mid-flight.
Right.
And it's already committed, and then he decides to go outside. And I just think that
I think overall this crew under referee Paul Page has done a great job.
Yep.
Only 6 combined accepted penalties today, 3 against each team.
You just feel like they're on top of it. They're everywhere they're supposed to be. They're getting good looks of where they are located, and then they communicate as well. Doing a good job.
Meanwhile, 2nd down and 6. And again, Trinity winding down the play clock before the snap is taken by Service. Right side run, flag on the play as he's down to the 10-yard line. Stopped again by Knuckles. Let's see if this is going to stand or not.
I think it's a hold.
It is.
Yep.
So the play wiped out. And the 4th Pioneer penalty, 3rd since halftime, comes here midway through this 4th quarter.
Didn't see anything there, but doesn't mean it wasn't there.
Meanwhile, Knuckles and Sarfty starting to pile up tackles, 15 combined between those 2 seniors for Souhegan.
Well, that's a big penalty right there.
2nd down, 16 on the Pioneers.
And it's on 2nd down, not 1st down. That's limits the amount of plays that you have to get it back.
2nd and 16. Football at the 26-yard line. 1st down stick at the 10.
Interesting defense they got lined up here. Everybody's up.
Service dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, the problem with that, Nick, is it's getting him out of field goal range here.
Sean Reardon flexing the muscles after the sack.
Yep. I mean, he's a good kicker, don't get me wrong. He's got a really good leg. However, he's kind of at the limit right now. This would be a 46-yard field goal. You've got to be looking to get 8 or 10 yards here to increase the percentages here. So That is a big sack right there. And
That's
as
right.
I was saying earlier, the Souhegan defense has really done a great job here fighting to keep their team in the game here.
Clock, though, working against the Sabres as we tick down towards the 5-minute mark. Meanwhile, 3rd and 20 from the 30-yard line. Sabre fans chanting defense. Service out of the shotgun. Throws left side, catch made. Girepo on the sideline inside the 20, and then he's laid out by Radalunas at about the 15-yard line, 5 yards shy of the first down marker.
It's going to be a really interesting call here, Nick. Do you go for the field goal here and try to extend that beyond 8 points? It would seem to me, with the kicker they have, that would make a lot of sense, but you don't know here because he's got such faith in the running game of Ollie Service and what he can work off of that. I'm not sure yet. I see Ollie Service in the game.
4th down and 5.
He's going.
Now they're going to kick.
Oh, they're going to kick. Oh, there we go.
Connor Bishop.
I didn't see Connor.
It'll be a 32-yard try from the near hash. Snap, hold, kick up, and good.
Wow. This guy does it all, Nick.
Floats inside the right upright. Bishop celebrates. It's a 2-score game at 31-21.
Wow. How about that last play where Ollie fires another strike there? Look at this kick right here. Yeah, he just pins it. I mean, Nick, that would have gone another 12, 15 yards.
Yeah, he had the distance. The question was it going to stay inside that upright? The wind cooperates. And
I don't know. I do know that last offensive play where they got about another 8 or 10 yards there made all the difference in the world.
Right, got 15 on that 3rd and 20.
Yeah, right.
To set up 4th and 5, and then you see there, not an easy kick. 32 yards, certainly doable, but from that near hash, had to angle it to the right, and a great view there on the replay, able to sneak it inside.
I didn't see Connor in that bunch right there. I thought they were going to be going for it 4th or 5, and then all of a sudden you see number 3 pop out. And what a valuable player that young man is. Let's give the Souhegan Sabre defense credit, Nick. They did everything they could do to hold that to 3. This game is far from over.
But that drive chewed up, Steve, over 7 minutes.
That's as big as the 3 points, Nick. That you're right.
So just 4:19 remaining. Souhegan does have all 3 timeouts for Coach Boquette to use. This one bounces, stays inbounds inside the 20, and the return man is hunted down. Judson Harris, the freshman, lucky to get back to the 20.
And alongside Mr. Datone again. He's having a little trouble getting up, but looks like he's going to be okay.
I'll tell you what, Datone now, Steve, 11 tackles.
I'm telling you.
To lead all tacklers.
You could sell T-shirts out of the gate. You'd sell a lot of them, let me tell you. I'd buy one. This kid has been unbelievable, Nick, the last 2 weeks.
Part of this special senior class.
He really is.
Playing in his final football game, at least at the high school level.
And how about Foden as well, Nick, number 15. He's played himself an incredible game. You can see defensively, Coach Cathcart is calling him off the field, checking in plays. He's a real deal.
1st and 10. Nobody writing Souhegan's obituary.
No way.
Not just yet here. Not with Fiengo still in the game as he scrambles to his right. Short pass, Radalunas toes the sideline, makes the grab.
Smart play.
Yep. It's going to go for about 7 yards.
Grab a little real estate here each time and don't be very efficient with the clock. And bear in mind, Coach Boquette has all 3 of his timeouts left. I don't think he's going to want to use them here. I think he's going to want to move the ball down if he doesn't have to. And if he has to, that's never a good sign. But
meanwhile, a conversation.
I wonder what it's about.
It's Bob Barbarese, the line judge, talking with referee Paul Page. Now Paul Page is speaking with Souhegan head coach Robin Boquette.
Something to do with a clock, I think. I think they're trying to get the clocks at 3:53, 4:05.
Yeah, so they're going to add 12 seconds there.
I thought it was 4:03 before the play started.
Right.
But they're going to make it officials' time. That's the time that matters, what they have on the field.
It was actually, I think, 4:12 when they took the
Was
snap.
it 4:12? Okay. So that makes
sense.
That's a lot. He was out of bounds. So
Catch made on the sideline,
right
goes out of bounds. The clock should have stopped then. It kept going.
Absolutely.
So Paul Page correct here once again. 4:05 to go. Fiengo to his left. 1 second down and 4. This one tipped and incomplete. Connor Bishop swats that one out of the sky and then falls down into his teammates' arms on the sideline.
He just checks into everything in the game, Nick. Watch this. Look at Tatone chasing him down. You got Connor Bishop right there. Great timing. Boy. Look at the athleticism of Fuengo as well. He's such an athlete. Goes out to his weak side and has everything, but just a great individual effort by Connor Bishop.
3rd down. Fiengo, tuck and run. Meets Bishop at the 30. And is stopped, I think.
He'll get a first down there.
Yep, they're going to give him the first.
Nice first down. But they're winding the clock here, Nick, and this is precious time going off when you're down 2 scores.
Inside of 4 minutes, 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick snap. Fiengo looks right, throws left. Has Smith, catch made, 35-40. Burst the speed to midfield and down to the Pioneer 35-yard line.
And out of bounds, Nick, to stop the clock. Good run. Boy, they surprised. They threw a lot there defensively, which left them kind of thin on defensive backs to be able to make a tackle. They were going for it.
It's Souhegan's longest play from scrimmage in this second half, a 34-yard pickup.
Right, and just so heady to get out of.
And a drop here by Smith. On the heels of the big play, Smith took his eye off that one to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of time, though, Nick, left here on the clock if you're looking at it from the standpoint of how much is kicked off since they were down in their own end here and they're on the 20. They've done it. You've got this yardage pretty efficiently. But you got to keep it moving. And remember, if they can go in and score here without taking a timeout, Coach can stop the clock 3 times when Trinity gets the ball back.
Right. Well, Fiengo looking at Coach Boquette as they have an ongoing dialogue here. Now the play is in. Snap is taken. 3-step, 4-step drop. Now a scramble. Left side. Fiengo eyeing the sidelines. Going to get out of bounds. Outstretches the right arm to gain an extra yard there at the tail end of the run. It's a pickup of 2. Now it looks like we've got ourselves a 3rd down and 8.
Yep. Got to be mindful here that it is 3rd down here. So, it clearly, obviously, 4-down territory. But you got to move the sticks.
Yep.
Question is what do they do? Do they go downtown? Do they try to take the whole big bite out of the apple? Or
well, they got a 4-receiver set. Now they're going to empty it out. Quick throw, kind of a shovel pass there, in and out of the hands of Smith and incomplete. And now 4th down, really do or die time here for Souhegan.
Yeah, the Trinity bringing the whole kitchen, everything, including the sink.
You see James Leonard getting airborne there.
Yeah, they just brought everybody in to get in his face, and it forced him, and he just kind of does a little push pass right there.
We haven't said Leonard's name enough today.
He's
He's been involved.
Good point, Nick.
Not just this afternoon, but all season. Another member of that senior class that has been impactful.
Here it is right here, folks. 4th down.
4th and 8. Souhegan's got to get to the 25-yard line. Fiengo against a 3-man rush. Throws left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zabuza, who comes to a slide at the 21-yard line.
What a smart young man right there. I said this about him last week, Nick. He's just a heady ball player, and it's so impulsive to carry that ball up and potentially put it at risk of a turnover, and he doesn't do that. He puts it in his offense's hand.
And that one may have been the nail in Souhegan's coffin.
Well, there are 3 timeouts to shut it down.
There are 3 timeouts, but still a 2-score game here with just 3:07 remaining.
Right.
As we get a look at the Fiengo interception, Zabuza read that one like a book. Comes over to make the easy takeaway. That's the second giveaway by Souhegan, second takeaway by this Trinity defense this afternoon. 2 turnovers each way.
I would imagine, Nick, this will be pretty conservative.
Yeah, got a powerhouse backfield here with two fullbacks and a tail, but they keep it with the quarterback.
That's a heck of a gain on a quarterback push.
Yeah. He's out across the 25 to the 26. And a timeout is going to be called. That's the first of three. So Souhegan with 2 remaining.
Yeah, coach has got to lift these guys up. They're kind of coming off with their heads hanging a little bit. You got to let these guys know this game is not over by any stretch. And that's what they're doing right now.
Well, a lot of emotions, I'm sure, on both sides. In Souhegan's case, you're trailing after going undefeated all season, and not just undefeated, but in dominant fashion, winning every game by double digits. Oftentimes, really, the games were over by halftime. But just ran into a team in Trinity this afternoon that got better and better and better and better, and are now here at peak form in late November.
You got to lift you guys up. You got 3:28. You can stop the clock 2 more times. If they can stop them from getting a first down, Nick, and you get a good punt situation where all of a sudden you get a run back or it's a lousy punt, you're still in position to win this game if you can successfully. You don't have any timeouts, but then that forces you to do an onside kick. But you got Fuengo and Rodelenlis out there to get it done, and with a great. I mean, don't give up here. Keep on going. If you're Souhegan.
Starts with a stop here on 2nd and 4. Handed to Tone, the fullback. He's going to continue to push the pile over the 30 and up to the 35 for a first down.
That is huge right there. Now a whole new set of downs. You got to give that offensive line, Nick, and Detone's strength and overall there. That was a backbreaker right there for sure.
How about a 9-yard pickup?
All on muscle and bone right there. That's just being committed.
Another tackle somewhere in that pile for Alex Sarfi. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, clock ticking. Coach Boquette not going to use one here with 2:25 to go. They go back to Detone. There's a flag. And they're still not whistling this one. Finally they do. Meanwhile, a couple of Pioneers shaken up on the play. The flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what the flag is. I mean, how do you hold on that? Or a false start?
Somebody saw something. It's a hold against Trinity. It's also the 4th penalty since halftime against the Pioneers. So,
okay, well,
we're going to get ourselves.
That does stop the clock. Puts Trinity back.
Yep. And now the ball at the 26.
Yep. So that's going to be pretty risky to try to get a first down here. So
that was my question to you. Does the game plan deviate at all?
Not the way their defense is played.
I doubt it, right.
If your defense has been struggling all game because it's 65-62, it's a little different.
Yeah, they were showing powerhouse formation again, but now a timeout is going to be called. So Coach Boquette uses his second here to stop the clock with 2:15 remaining.
Yep.
Reminder, after the game, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, on-field trophy presentation as well. Do not miss the championship post-game coverage. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Fun game, had a tie game at halftime, 14 all. Pioneers, though, 2 touchdowns to open things up in that third quarter, have played out in front ever since.
Absolutely, Nick. This has just been a prize winner of a game, and I have such respect for both of these programs with the fire and commitment that these guys have played right across the board, across both teams. Coaching staff's pulling out all the stops. No weakening here. It's just all out, all time, every single play. Just these teams both today have played like they deserve to be here.
Now a 1st and 19 out of the timeout. DeRepo on the sweep, trying to split defenders at the 25, tackled inbounds.
Little surprised at that call, trying to go to the perimeter like that. You certainly don't want to get thrown out of bounds either to stop the clock. But,
Lucas Steckback with the stop.
Yeah.
But to your point, DeRepo showing that high IQ, made sure he went down.
Smart kid. Smart kid. Played smart today. Played a heck of a game today. That run is one I'll remember for a while, but he's done so much more today on the 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. I'd be interested to see what he's got for stats, Nick, at the end of the game. But
We'll get those for sure. He's got 6 catches. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's put in a full day's work already.
And again, he's toted the football on those jet sweep type of runs as well. I think 7 or 8 carries. Again, we'll get all the numbers calculated. 2nd and 18, Service on an outside run, and again a flag is thrown on the backside of the play. Comes with 1:16 remaining. And the Pioneer offense is backing up. This may be against Trinity. Well, the second half has been more penalty-filled than the first half. That we can confirm. And especially here on this drive, 2 of the last 3 plays have now been flagged. Meanwhile, Coach Boquette showing an intense interest.
Wants the ball back.
Yeah.
You can't blame him for that.
He's halfway between the sideline and the officials meeting at midfield. So again, the coordination continuing amongst this 5-man officiating crew. Some folks,
a lot of holding calls.
Some folks starting to hit the exits here. Most have stuck around. Most, I'm sure, looking forward to the post-game celebration and the awards ceremony. But some looking to beat feet here early and get a jump on the traffic.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
very well-attended game today, though, Nick.
Well, Steve, we were wrong. This one's against Souhegan. It's a personal foul.
We're just waiting for the right. It's a personal foul.
Against Souhegan.
Personal foul call.
So that is a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, if
the
you
football is moved all the way to the 41.
If you look at the positioning where they were in the bar, it certainly looked like it was a hold. They were trying to figure out who it was.
Right.
And boy, that changes things a little bit here. What do you got? 2nd down now and just 4 to get it, or 3 to get a first
you're right.
down.
You're right. I thought it was such a long down in distance. The 15 did not guarantee the first down.
No.
So you are correct. We have ourselves a 2nd down and 3.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, sorry about that, folks. We just didn't have any information from down on the field.
Meanwhile, more
we got it
importantly,
now.
the clock is ticking. We're inside of 1 minute. DeRepo in motion. They fake to him. Service stumbles after the fake handoff and then lunges forward back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, they've done a great job burning time off the clock.
There's the final timeout by Souhegan.
To me, Nick, the backbreaker was the handoff to Tone and that push to get that first down when Souhegan really needed to make that stop. And we're just down to 45 seconds.
Yep.
Trinity crowd isn't. Nobody's left there. Sorry to interrupt you.
No. Final timeout called by Souhegan, and you can hear the old chant. Na 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 na, hey hey hey.
That'll never go away.
Goodbye.
Yep.
The song nearly 50 years old and being sung right now by the Pioneer student section. What a season for Trinity. They were left for dead after that Week 3 loss up in Plymouth, a blowout by the Bobcats. And then they get a little better Week 4, Week 5, Week 6, start rolling in Week 7, close things out in Week 8 and 9. They hit the tournament running. 2 wins coming into today. And looking to cap it off here, 45 seconds away from a potential Division II championship.
Conventional thought was Souhegan was the clear favorite coming in here. Anybody to say otherwise? Trinity did not get that memo, and they have been a team in belief of themselves and the mission that's been put out before them. They are a scrappy, tough game group of players, let me tell you. And these senior class will be remembered at Trinity for years.
Souhegan Band, which features an electric guitar playing the Batman theme as we come out of the timeout. DeRepo's got himself a first down. Slides down again, I believe, inbounds. Just shy of midfield after an 8-yard pickup.
Well, Coach Cathcart and his crew have done a fantastic job preparing these guys this week.
And the Pioneers, they can smell it. You can hear the fans blowing the horns.
Absolutely.
Final 30 seconds here. Looks like one more play coming up. Congratulations to the Pioneers.
Coach just came by, and they put in a great day's work. The second quarter, Nick, the first quarter to tie it up like that and just stay current gave them an opportunity to go into halftime believing we can do this. And they came out of here, and Morden did that, and we got 5 seconds down to the line here. And an absolutely terrific game. I don't know why there's a flag thrown in the air.
Because I think the play clock just expired. Well, the game clock and play clock, they were both ticking down very close to each other. Right now, the game clock reads zeros on the scoreboard, and we're going to see about this flag. They may just pick it up. It's really beside the point at this point. Trinity celebrating on the far sideline. Coach Cathcart is somewhere in that mix. Referee Paul Page is going to pick up the flag, and that is going to be the end of the football game. The 2025 NHIAA Football Division II state champions are the Trinity Pioneers, 31-21 winners today over top seed and defending champion Souhegan.
Are we going to commercial break right now and coming back?
No breaks.
No
break,
breaks, so we're right here. Okay, well, I got to tell you, Nick, this has been a tremendous week and a half here for football, watching New Hampshire high school football at its best. Trinity comes out as the underdog. I don't think there's anybody that would question that as far as conventional wisdom when you look at the nature of the season that Souhegan had. However, Trinity came today and had to be the better team, and they were today to beat Souhegan. A lot of penalties, a lot of things there that created adversity for Trinity to win this game, Nick, but they just kept on coming through. And so many key components, Ollie service right at the center of that as far as I'm concerned. And there's an unbelievable group of players that have just nonstop, Nick, just never gave up. Congratulations to Souhegan Sabres, Nick. Champions last year, back in the championship game. Think about how difficult that is.
Right.
And they didn't come out victorious today, but they have a ton to be proud of. Played their hearts out, and you can just see why they were 9-0. There's no question about it. But Trinity just elevating every single week, and they just became unstoppable, the bottom line. So.
Pioneers, they get a couple of memorable offensive performances today from quarterback Ollie Service and wide receiver Davey Girepo, both seniors, both wrapping up their careers today and both going over 100 yards rushing.
Yep.
Those two were a special connection all season long. And then in defeat, how about quarterback Michael Fiengo led that rushing attack from the QB spot in the second half. Ryan Rodalunas scores 2 touchdowns today in his final effort. He's, of course, a Ukika Player of the Year finalist.
Yeah, and you can see why he is. Yeah, absolutely. So that'll be interesting.
Speaking of finalists, Steve, your final thoughts on what was a great game here today between Trinity and Souhegan.
Well, when Dave Blanchard called up and said that it asked us to do the game, Nick, I was all excited. We wanted this game for a long time to cover it. We really enjoyed it. We knew this was going to be a great Division II this year, and it's just that's really all I have to say is the highlight reel of this game from the Trinity perspective, Nick, is something that you see is broad-based, heavily organized and managed by Ollie out in the field and the coaching staff on the sidelines. But the offensive line, a bunch of names that we missed today, everybody, because obviously you can't talk about everybody all the time. I think you did a great job today, Nick, of trying to point out the players that just were contributing time after time, and you have a lot of names on that list, and the statistics prove that. But it's the stuff underneath, the tough interior line play, the extra yards after the catch, the fighting that goes through for that extra yard to lean over the first down line, adversity of penalties, overcoming those things. This was a team that was just on a destiny, and I have to be honest, I had this game on my list all week as to the expectation that there was going to be some good parts of it. I had no idea that it was going to be, full of this amount of drama. And now we got next week going to Division I. What a game that's going to be.
Right.
This has been an incredible year for New Hampshire football.
Yeah, it'll be Pinkerton and Bedford in the Division I championship. We'll be on the air next Saturday with that live broadcast here on the NFHS network. Congratulations to both Bedford and Pinkerton with their semifinal wins last night. Congratulations to Souhegan. Steve, as you said, not easy to return to a championship game.
It's not.
Certainly not easy to go undefeated during the regular season. All victories by double-digit points. It just did not come together this afternoon for Coach Boquette's group. But nonetheless, we know Souhegan will be right back in this championship contending mix next season. So congratulations. As you said, it stings now if you're Souhegan, but when you look back, you see it, you realize what you accomplished. And
Trinity just believed.
Yeah, for Trinity,
they just believed.
A different trajectory, really, since week 3, the weekly improvement, and everything climaxes this afternoon with a brilliant second half performance to salt this one away and capture the championship 31-21. All right, want to thank our friends.
Yes.
Right here at Pinkerton Academy, first and foremost, Coach O'Reilly and his game day staff, none better. We appreciate the warm welcome. And, of course, our partners over at the NFHS Network, Don Boyle and company. As you said, Dave Blanchard involved.
I hope Don's enjoying the sunshine today.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
He's
I'll be down there with you, brother, soon.
He's in the Sunshine State. We appreciate Don and the NFHS Network family. And, of course, our crew here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. That includes John Barron,
Great
Matt
job
Beals
today.
down in the trench today. Kat Doyle was up top.
She was on cue.
Handling business in the catbird seat. And, of course, the whole thing was orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain.
Terrific job.
The wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For our FNL partners, that includes Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, TKQB Academy, Jewett Construction, and Accurate Tree Service. We appreciate the ongoing support. For executive producer Steve Beals, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Trinity 31, Souhegan 21. This has been a presentation of the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II State Championship game. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.